Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Sunday. Thanks all for joining back in once again here on the channel. And the Boston Celtics looking to see if they can bounce back tonight, as that was a really rough game on Friday. The Celtics losing against Sacramento 114-97. Bounce back. That's the name of the game tonight for Boston. They are 9-1 this season following a loss. They have a 21-point differential following a loss as well this season. And the Celtics record at 27-11. What should be a take care of business game tonight against the 8-31 New Orleans Pelicans. Just 3-15 on the road for New Orleans, the last place team in the Western Conference. Celtics number 2 behind Cleveland at the top of the NBA. If you guys are doing this stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Effort, energy, rebounding, making this game physical, playing focused basketball, playing unselfish basketball. That's all going to have to be some of the top keys tonight going into this one. The Celtics coming out way too relaxed in the last game, just struggling on the glass. They got booed by their home fans on Friday against Sacramento. Led to 28 rebounds by Domantas Sabonis. That is a single season rebound record by an individual player right now this season in the NBA, ranking top 5 in the last 5 years in total rebounds by an individual player. The Celtics could not box out and rebound on Friday night. That was not in the cards, as they were minus 13 in the glass, 56-43. And also going to have to get their three-point shooting game on point tonight, as that was also not in the works as well. 11 for 41 for the perimeter at under 27%. It looks like that the Celtics hit rock bottom in the last game. How I say it, the only way is up from here. That's what it should be. If they lose this game, it's a new rock bottom. And it's bad if they hit this bottom tonight. And New Orleans getting a little bit healthier for this matchup, as they have DeJounte Murray, who is available tonight alongside Trey Murphy and Zion Williamson. It's the first time this season that those three guys for the Pelicans are available and will be playing together for the first time this season, between the trio of Zion, Trey Murphy, and DeJounte Murray, all available for this game. They're without a couple of key players tonight for the Pelicans, without Brandon Ingram and Herb Jones. And yeah, this should be a take care of business game for the Celtics. If they're having issues with this game, then it's going to be a very, very long season. This is going to be a reality check tonight if they can't get this one done. But yeah, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here, and welcome in Angel, Daniel, Vegas, Hockey from Home, Phil. Glad to have you guys back on the board tonight for this matchup. Celtics, basically everybody available, just only Drew Peterson, the lone player listed out, everybody else available, and they should be able to win this game, take care of business tonight. Celtics a 14.5 point favorite, the over under at 229.5, and gonna have to rebound, gonna have to make it physical, play defense, contest shots, and everything that was opposite of what happened on Friday night you have to do if you're the Celtics. But it all starts on the glass, and for this game tonight, the key that New Orleans has had, New Orleans struggles with everything besides forcing turnovers. Celtics had 15 turnovers during their last game. They got a really scrappy backcourt. They got the Puerto Rican on their team out in the backcourt with Jose Alvarado, really, really scrappy player that forces turnovers. And this is a really good ball hawking team for New Orleans. That's like the lone stat that they do really well. They rank 5th in the NBA, averaging 9.5 steals per game. All other than that, Celtics should find an easy time scoring on this team right here. The Pelicans rank 29th in defense for them this season. 29th in 2-point defense, 29th in field goal shooting percentage defense, 23rd in perimeter defense. This game's all going to have to be played downhill tonight for the Celtics. You're going to have to hit 55, 60 points in the paint, most likely for this game for Boston tonight. But also, it's all about defense here, and this Pelicans team has really struggled. Whenever the Celtics have played like a poor offensive team, they usually crush that team, and this Pelicans team is really, really struggling offensively for them this year. 27th in points scored this season for them, 29th in field goal shooting percentage, 26th in three-point shooting percentage. It's going to be a brick fest on their side of the floor for the Pelicans to the offensive side, and if the Celtics can come up with that initial rebound and not make it a second chance rebound for the Pelicans, then the Celtics should be cooking in this game today. Pelicans rank top 10 in offensive rebounds. Pelicans in total rebounds though rank 25th, and they rank 29th in defensive rebounds and 25th in rebounds allowed for opponents this season. So this is where I'm going to get into my top 5 picks for today here. So every single game before the start of the pregame, I get my top 5 pick predictions out here, posted on my Twitter page every single day at behindthearc14, and this is what I got for today. Kristaps Porzingis, he has been cooking recently. He was great in the last game, great the game before against Denver, and pretty solid against OKC 1 week ago. I've got him over 18.5 points for KP. He is going up against a rookie center who starts with Eve Missy, so it's going to be a mismatch in this matchup. I feel like Porzingis, 10 out of 15 games, he has gone over his point player prop at 18.5. 22 points he's averaging in his previous 3 games for KP. He has got a double-double in 3 straight games in a row against the Pelicans. He is averaging 21 and 10 for a double-double 3 straight games in a row against New Orleans. So I got Porzingis on the points. I also got him on the rebounds as well. He's crushing it on the glass. I'm shocked it's at 7.5. The Pelicans rank dead last in the NBA, allowing centers to average 16 rebounds per game for the player at the 5 spots. 3 straight double-doubles for Porzingis, coming off 30 total rebounds in his last 3. He's averaging 10 rebounds per game in his last 3. Pelicans 29th in the NBA in defensive rebounding. Really like Porzingis' rebound number tonight. He was also at plus odds right there as well this morning. Jason Tatum, like his rebounding totals as well, has dropped around a point lower than what it usually is. It was at like 9.5 last week or so, and now it's at 8.5. So this is a gimme here for Jason Tatum, as he's averaging 9.3 rebounds per game, a career best for him. Last 11 out of 15 games, he's had at least 9 rebounds. And for JT, it starts off being active on the glass in this game. He had 12 rebounds against Sacramento on Friday. Rebound against a bottom 3 field goal shooting percentage team in the NBA with the Pelicans. That's what the Celtics will look to do tonight. Really like Porzingis and Tatum to go over that rebound player prop tonight. I'm liking Drew Holiday to bounce back tonight here. Over 14.5 points and assists combined. I've got him tonight for Drew Holiday. And this is a reminder here. Drew Holiday's going up against his former team, He used to play for the Pelicans from 2013 to 2020. And a good stat right here. Last 7 games against the Pelicans, Jrue Holiday has posted at least 20 points and assists combined. His player prop's only at 14.5. He's scored at least 20 points or assists combined right there. Holiday is averaging 21.6 points per game alongside 6 assists per game in the previous 7 games against the Pelicans when he played for the Bucks and now the Celtics. So he's going up against his former team. Look for Jrue Holiday to be hungry tonight in this matchup and have a big key game. He's gone over that points and assists combined player prop 20 out of 32 games this season. And Derek White, just 3 points the last game, should bounce back. This is a get it right game here for Derek White for him. I've got him over 13.5 points for this one, which he has gone over in 27 to 36 games. That percentage is really high right there. And shockingly, one of the games they didn't go over was on Friday against Sacramento. That was a dud. He had 3 points. Pelicans allowing 24 points per game on average to backcourt players at the 2 spot. So I like Derek White tonight over that 13.5 for redemption for him. So those are my top 5 picks for tonight. Top 5 picks always posted on my Twitter page at behindthearc14 every single day here. Yeah, Mike Vrabel. Congrats there, Mike Vrabel, new head coach of the Patriots. Really like that get. And now we'll see how he builds the squad. I heard potentially Robert Saleh could be the defensive coordinator, possibly, for the Patriots. That's a huge upgrade. I did not hear any rumors or anything about DeMarcus Covington, the current defensive coordinator, being fired just yet. And I heard the offensive coordinator last week, Alex Van Pelt, was let go, but didn't hear anything about Covington, which that was an issue. The Patriots were supposed to be like a top 12 defense, and yeah, their defense faltered this year for them. What's good, everybody? We got Rain, Jeffrey, Uncle Pizzle. Glad to have you back in for this one. Angel, Bradley, welcome aboard, everybody. We got 50 plus watching right now. I'll keep you guys posted with other scoreboard updates. Also, NFL playoffs going on right now. Eagles taking on the Packers, and Philadelphia looking really good, leading at halftime 10-0. Packers with a really just worst start possible in that game. They fumbled the initial kickoff return on the first play of their playoff game today to start things off, fumbling the kickoff return, and then the Eagles took over, scored a touchdown out of that to begin on that opening drive. And yeah, that's as bad as a way that you can start off an NFL game, because NFL, you don't have as many chances on drives as you do as possessions with like 100 each on average like you do at the NBA level. So if you falter on your first possession for the NBA, it's okay. It's still a race to 100 plus points. Whereas the NFL, you falter in your first possession, fumble an opening kickoff return, then a rough start for you, and you're going to have to come all the way down from a touchdown behind, and things got really more difficult. So a tale of two sports right there. But tonight, Celtics need to bounce back, have to bounce back, and give the fans what they deserve tonight at the TD Garden. They've won 6 straight games in a row against the Pelicans, all 6 of those wins by 8 points or greater. Last Pelicans win came in March of 2021 on their home floor in New Orleans, 115-109. Last Pelicans win at Boston came back on February 21st, 2021 in overtime, 120-115. I believe I streamed that game for you guys 4 years ago. That was, I remember calling that one. That was terrible. That was a Sunday afternoon, and the Celtics led by 28, and they choked a 28-point lead and blew it and lost in overtime. I believe that was that game 4 years ago. And that was the invention there of the Afuka Choka for the Boston Celtics at the time. And that was the team that got them the 7 seed, which they lost in 5 against Brooklyn 4 years. But look how far they've came, winning a championship last year. And going to have to put in the work for the Celtics team to get back in the championship form, because we see right now 2 teams that's on a race to meet one another in June ahead of the pack. The Cleveland Cavaliers and Oklahoma City Thunder with those 2 teams. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting game, because the Pelicans have, for the first time this year, Zion Williamson, Trey Murphy, and DeJounte Murray all playing together in this game. This is the first time that has happened this season that Zion plays with DeJounte and Trey. And it hasn't happened like that this year. So it's going to be interesting because this Pelicans team doesn't really have an identity. Injuries have just dampened their season. They're still without Brandon Ingram, and they're still without Herb Jones, their top defender. So you can't play down to that if you're the Celtics. And double-digit spreads for Boston. We saw that the last game that Sacramento didn't have their leading scorer, De'Aaron Fox, and they played down to them and they lost. And can't have that happen today. That was a big-time wake-up call for Boston on Friday. What's good, Jungle Pitbull? Glad to have you back in. Thanks for joining in. So, Jeffrey heard Dolphins might release Wes Welker as a wide receiver coach. Yeah, that would be great if the Patriots able to pick him up there. Yeah, that would be big time if I believe Van Pelt got let go according to reports a week ago. I'll take a look and see what Josh McDaniels' current job. It was with the Raiders last year, but yeah, Patriots hire Mike Vrabel, and Mike Vrabel is going to see if he can get Josh McDaniels to be the offensive coordinator. Wow. So yeah, there's a good chance that McDaniels is going to be back in New England. Lupe, what's good? Welcome back in. Yeah, so it looks like I was looking up to see what Josh McDaniels is doing, and it didn't have anything listed. It just had he was released by the Raiders back in 2013 and hasn't got any other job listed after that. No Brandon Ingram, no Herb Jones. Celtics fully healthy besides Drew Peterson for this matchup tonight. Should be a bounce-back night here for Boston. If not, that's really, really concerning. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. As the Celtics go left to right in the floor, Pelicans go right to left, and we are underway. The Celtics control the opening tip. Boston 27-11. The Pelicans only 8-31. Get it right type game right here, right now for your fans at the TD Garden. Porzingis pops up for the three. The left wing perimeter off the mark, no good. Tipped up towards the near side. Derek White with a hustle play, trying to save it. Flinged it to the wrong side, though, as the Pelicans came up with the basketball. A catch and fire three at the right wing for the Pelicans, and they hit it. That is DeJounte Murray back in action, drilling a triple. 3-zip Pelicans. Rough first possession there for the Celtics. Still a long way left to go. Tatum losing on top. Porzingis bounce past Tatum. Drives downhill to the cup. Tatum gets fouled. And 2 free throws coming up here for JT as he attacked. Downhill to the rim on Zion. Believe it's going to be on Zion here. Yeah, that's all on Zion Williamson. Clipping Jason Tatum at the very end. That's what you're going to have to do tonight. Play downhill right from the start. Number 29 defense in the NBA. The Pelicans are at defending the 2. So Tatum will have 2 free throws coming off a 15-point, 12-rebound, 5-assist performance on Friday night. First one's good for JT. What's good? Bill on the stream. Welcome back in. Best of luck there. He's going over 56.5 for quarter one. First half over 112 and a over for 3.5 threes there. And this one, I believe that's JT for that. Second one's good. 3-2 now to score. Bounce pass underneath. Eves Missy blocked by Porzingis. Not clean, though, according to the referees, as Missy will shoot 2 at the line. A tough call there in KP. Yeah, that's big there for Providence. 2 wins that they needed to get. 2 teams that's been actually down even further. Worse than PC in a pretty bad Big East this year. Butler and Seton Hall has had just a poor season for them. First one's good by Missy at the line. Yeah, it's very odd because there's not many articles about Alex Van Pelt, but over on Twitter, 98.5 The Sports Hub and WEEI posted on Twitter that Alex Van Pelt was reportedly fired, but there really wasn't much buzz about it because Basically, that whole news that was generated last Sunday was all about Jerron Mayo. Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. Jaylen drives up, mid-range jumper, no good, off balance, off the back rim. It's Eve Missy, came up with a defensive rebound. White deflects it. White comes out with a steal into the hands to Tatum here. Tatum drives, attack. Tatum, skip pass, left quarter. Holiday, rainbow three off the mark, no good. Tipped up to Drew for the offensive rebound. Drew flings it outside to the top. White, no-look pass, right wing. Jaylen drives, attacks, loose ball, picked it up. 7 on the timer. Porzingis pops up for the three. Off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound, controlled by White. He takes the three off the mark, no good. And a rebound secured here by DeJounte Murray for the Pelicans. Celtics 0 for 5 from the floor against the number 29 ranked defense in the NBA right now. They've got all the looks, but they are bricking shots. Off the dribble handoff. Trey Murphy drives over Porzingis. Scoop score up and in off the backboard. 7-2 Pelicans. A rough start for the Celtics here. They had some issues New Year's Eve against Toronto. Playing kind of similar type of team statistic-wise in this matchup. Both of those teams, Pelicans and the Raptors, tied for 28th in the NBA, only better than the Wizards, have just 6 wins. That's it. Jaylen Brown's three came off the rim. It was no good. Skidded off the rim and out of bounds. Pelicans have it back. Celtics once again settling too much for a three. It's open looks, but they can't hit him. Missed three off the back rim there by McCollum. Rebound controlled by Tatum. Tatum has it up the floor here. Tatum's been big in the glass recently. Slides it on top over to Brown. Brown, top of the key. Off the screen set by Porzingis. Jaylen dribbles up to the elbow. Outside, finds Porzingis. Pops up for the three. Oh, he hits it. KP on the board as he drills the triple. Absolute laser of a shot right there by Porzingis as he popped up from the perimeter off the drive and kick out to the top by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's really been keying in as a playmaker here. Here goes Zion, bouncing bodies off Holiday. Bounce pass, Missy, lost the handle. Turnover right to Tatum as he scooped it up for the steal. Here goes Tatum up the floor. Tatum one-on-one playing iso ball, working on Trey Murphy around the perimeter. Bounce pass to Porzingis, guarded by Zion. Porzingis drives on Zion, stripped out of bounds off Porzingis. It's a turnover for the Celtics. Yes, it is right now. This is really concerning. Zion Williamson back up on his offensive side of the floor. He loves to do that walk. Up and down to Zion Williamson walk. Dribble handoff. McCollum, top of the free throw circle. Outside to DeJounte. Murray attacks. Rudder inside the paint. Swoosh. Little Trae Young type there. Got that from Atlanta, where he last played for DeJounte. Holiday bumped right into Brown. Circles around. Sends it over to Tatum. Tatum at the edge of the midcourt logo here. Off the screen set by Porzingis. Tatum's got 2, both to the free throw line. Dribbles back outside to the perimeter. 8 in the timer for Tatum. Tatum crossover. Dribbles up. Drives downhill over Missy. Blew the layup. Collected by McCollum out of the pack. DeJounte at the left wing. Skip pass. Left quarter. Murphy. Open 3. Hits it. And Joe Muzilla better start thinking about taking a timeout. Let his guys keep on playing on. 12-5 right now. This does not look like a championship contender team. Luckily, we still got a long way left to go. 7:50 remaining here to first. Holiday, top of the key right now. Holiday, bounce pass off the Tatum. Comes off the screen. Rises for the jumper. Swoosh. There you go. That's good for 2 for JT. Able to start to get something going on after that mini burst of run there for the Pelicans, as we have Pelicans players about to check in and substitute into this game. Yes, Zion's playing in this one tonight. Ren Jeff, welcome in. Sorry to hear about your Packers, man. 12-7. There's a foul committed to on that last play. So this will send Porzingis to the free throw line. This was a technical foul assessed to the Pelicans here. So Porzingis will get the free throw, and Porzingis drills the free throw. So it's 12-8 right now. It's a critical point there to go Boston's direction. Have to use that momentum. Pelicans with possession. McCollum. Edge of the midcourt logo for CJ. He is guarded by Holiday 101. McCollum dribbles up. McCollum at the elbow. McCollum drives, kicks out to the corner. DeJounte Murray, free throw circle. DeJounte, skip pass, right corner, open 3, number 4 for the Pelicans, and he drills it. That's a former Celtic, also played for the Bulls as well. Javonte Green buries the 3 at the far side corner. First time off the bench for Javonte Green in this game. Tatum steps into a 3 off the back rim, no good. The follow through, it's good for the rebound and put back by Porzingis. Porzingis been major recently. Look for him to light it up tonight. 6 points already. Going up against a rookie center in this matchup. That lob sent away to the basket. Eve Missy able to send it out to the perimeter. Here's a three taken by DeJounte that rattles in. Celtics perimeter defense not looking so hot right now. That guy's burned Boston in the past. DeJounte Murray took the Hawks to a Game 6 2 years ago in the NBA playoffs opening round. DeJounte Murray, he is back after being injured, and he is looking good right now. First time this season that DeJounte Murray is playing alongside Zion Williamson and Trey Murphy. This team ain't an 8-31 team. This team, if fully healthy, would right now most likely be around a 25-15 team at the moment. Pelicans by 8. Very, very misleading with this team's record for this one today. That 8-31 record, or 3-15 on the road. If they're fully healthy, then this team wins around 20 games by this rate of this season. And, yeah, this is unfortunate right now. The Phoenix Suns hit rock bottom last week with a loss against Charlotte. And it looks like that the Celtics, if they can't get their head out of the you-know-what, they're going to hit rock bottom tonight in this game here. 3 disappointing teams this season: Celtics, Suns, and Nuggets. And the Pelicans have beaten 2 of those teams already with wins over the Suns and Nuggets. And this could be a third one tonight if the Celtics keep this trend up, playing just lax basketball, hero ball mode type of stuff going on for Boston. 1 for 7 from the floor right now for the Celtics. 3 for 11 shooting the ball. They're 1 for 7 from 3. They've had the looks. They just cannot get the shots down right now. Pelicans also lead the fast break 6-0. Rebounds much better tonight for Boston, 5-3. They lead on the glass, but still a long way left to go in this game. But this is really concerning. This is not an identity of a team right now that's a championship contender. This looks like a 3 seed that's going to get taken out by a 6 seed in the first round of the playoffs. This is kind of like how they started out as well against the Raptors. They eventually found it. They got better and better and better throughout the course of that game. You're going to have to start playing physical basketball. Derek White, he wants it tonight. A couple hustle plays for White already on the floor. Drew Holiday in the past, he has had the number against the Pelicans. He's a former Pelican, so he's putting up big numbers. And hopefully he can get back to what he'd been doing in the past year for Drew, averaging 21-7 for points and assists against the Pelicans in his last 7 games for the former Pelican. His best scoring output comes against the Pelicans, being a former Pelican ever since in Milwaukee and Boston. Back to action. Holiday runs the point into the hands of Tatum. Holiday, Tatum, White, and Brown. The 5, the same, still on the floor. Tatum drives downhill. Tatum stripped of the basketball, goes out of bounds. It will stay Boston ball. Yeah, you got an option right there. You can drive downhill through the teeth of the defense, but when they pack the paint right there, you're forced to kick it out and find an open look or so. Tatum tried to do too much right there. Tatum, the inbound passer underneath his hoop. Tatum sends it over to Porzingis around the perimeter. Good start for him so far for KP over to White. White coming off a dud, just 3 points during the last game. Outside finds Porzingis. Up fake, no look pass. Right wing, White takes the 3 off the back rim, no good. Derek White can't find his stroke. Tatum able to tip the ball off of the defender's hands. Came up with a steal. Jaylen Brown open, look at the 3. That's not even close. Holiday, the putback. Drew, right place, right time. Plus he got fouled. One free throw coming up by Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday makes the right play always. Just bailed out Jaylen Brown. Man, what in the world was that by Jaylen? That 3 was well short. Not even close. Peyton Pritchard, you need firepower. Peyton Pritchard will check in. Derek White, man, he's shaking his head right now. This is disappointing for Derek White. And Al Horford comes in. Al Horford also having a rough time making shots recently. So has been Sam Hauser. Hauser's been like a swing and a miss for him. And his swings have been very little this year. They've been like once every couple weeks for Sam Hauser. And one by Holiday. That's good. 5-point game. Jaylen Brown back to the bench. Celtics 5 on the floor. Pritchard, Tatum, Porzingis, Horford, and Holiday. The 5 currently. Trey Murphy, guarded by Pritchard here. Sends it out to the left wing to DeJounte. He has put his mark on this game so far. DeJounte dribbles up to the right wing. Hand off to McCollum. McCollum on top, guarded by Holiday. 5 in the shot clock. McCollum, dribble, drive, gets right past Pritchard. Runner, banks it in, up and in off the glass. Good for 2 by CJ. 20-13 now for the Pelicans. Rob, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Jumper from the corner. Missed off the mark by Holiday. Holiday, battle for the rebound. Got tipped over to McCollum, though. CJ McCollum takes up the floor. CJ, far side, guarded by Porzingis. Got around him, takes the corner 3. Around the rim and out. Porzingis comes up and controls the defensive rebound. Holiday has it up the floor here for Drew. Finds Tatum at the top. JT calls for the screen by Porzingis. Porzingis rolls down Tatum, not going to pass it to him. Tatum decides to lean forward, and Tatum will draw the shooting foul. Yeah, Tatum's just too much I right now and not much we. Just trying to hunt down matchups. Luckily for him, he got Trey Murphy to bite right there in the up fake so he could head to the line, shoot 2 for Tatum. But Tatum just... You're the top playmaker on the team this season with 5.5 assists. You get to start playmaking. You had a wide-open Porzingis rolling down to the hoop who could have just floated it up over multiple dudes and scored, but tried to take it himself. Luckily, he generates 2 shots out of this, and the first one's good. Second shot by Tatum right down the middle. Yeah, the Celtics team just, it's... Luckily, they're perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line. It's all question marks all over the place. Betting this team on the point spread, betting this team on the over-under for every single game because you don't know what type of team they're going to get every single game here for the Celtics. Tatum collected the defensive rebound. Tatum lobbed down low. Porzingis swings it outside. Horford, catch and fire 3. Big Al came off the rim short. Tipped it by Pritchard. Right over to Missy for the defensive rebound. Pelicans have it. 5-point lead for New Orleans. McCollum brings along the double outside off to DeJounte. Pull-up 3 from the parking line. He hits it. 29-footer by DeJounte Murray. The ghost of the past arisen just like Caleb Martin. In the playoffs from 2 years ago, DeJounte had a big number against the Celtics. Took Boston into 6 with Atlanta 2 years ago. Tatum at the top, bounce pass Porzingis, pops up for the 3, KP around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Eves Missy in the glass for the Pelicans. Celtics breaking way too many shots from the perimeter. Spin cycle here by DeJounte. Tries an open 3 over Horford. DeJounte, oh, he drills it, bang, bang. DeJounte Murray knocking out another big-time 3 from the perimeter. This Pelicans team just 8-31. If they're fully healthy, they're right now 20-15. Right baseline dribble, Pritchard right to the cup. Pritchard scoop score up and then off the backboard. Good for 2. 26-17 right now. Pelicans looking real good. DeJounte brings along the double, floats the pass down low, kick out to the wing. CJ off fake. CJ bumped into by Holiday and fouled. Zion's playing in this game right now. He's on the bench. 3:42 left to go in the first. Rough here with the Celtics team. It's rough. I was dead serious 1 week ago. I was dead serious, and everybody in the chat was making fun of me. They were like, "Come on, man." When I said on my stream the Celtics looked like they were too old, everybody was like, "Come on, dude." But yeah, it's a fact. That was the first time I saw that with my very own eyes against Oklahoma City 1 week ago. This Boston Celtics team is old. Players above 30. You got Horford, Holiday, White, all above 30. Porzingis, who has been on and off the floor due to injury. Tatum, spin cycle here, downhill, floats up the shot off the back rim twice, able to bounce in, through for 2, 26-19. And Holiday able to disrupt here as he goes out of bounds. It's off DeJounte. A quick turnover by the Pelicans, forced out of bounds by Drew Holiday. Celtics will get it back. No, Jimmy Butler is too old. That's the definition of old right there. I would not want to trade for a 36-year-old Jimmy Butler. Celtics are already too old right now. They're the next coming to the Phoenix Suns. Missed jumper off the back rim, no good by Tatum. Rebound controlled by Jordan Hawkins for the Pelicans. Pelicans with possession right now, up by 7. It's a whole new youth movement in the NBA. Bounce pass, backdoor cutter, jumpers, CJ, swoosh. 28-19. Peyton Pritchard at the right wing. Sends it off to Porzingis. Pops up for the 3. KP right down the middle. Delivers. He is saving this team right now. Porzingis having some huge games recently. Saving the Celtics. At the left wing, it's DeJounte. 9 points already by KP in the opening quarter. DeJounte at the left wing. Sends it off to Zion. Zion backs his way into Horford. Zion tangled up on Horford. That is up in... That's going to be a tie up here. Al Horford able to force the stop on Zion. And this will be a jump ball coming up at the Pelicans free throw circle after the timeout. 28-22, 2:21 left to go in the first as we head over to the timeout. Pelicans will take the timeout. Yeah, this Celtics team looks really old. And the whole youth movement of the NBA, we're seeing it with our very own eyes. The Thunder, the Cavs have overtaken them. And in the NBA right now, it's all about these young rising superstar players, and the Celtics look like they're past their prime right now, and eventually other teams like the Magic are eventually gonna catch up to that. Eventually, the Magic are in fourth place right now. That's a young and rising team. Sooner rather than later, the Pistons will be the next up and coming unit there. That, like, the day that the Celtics lose against the Pistons in the playoffs, Father Time's gonna be knocking right on the doorstep. And also the Hawks. Honestly, would not shock me right now based on how the Celtics are playing. If the Celtics are the 3 seed, the Hawks are the 6 seed, and the Celtics get knocked out by the Hawks in the opening round, would not shock me to say that right there. But this is what we got currently. Scores throughout the NBA. Cavs looking good, leading the Pacers by 2, 19-17. Magic up by 1 against the Sixers, 20-19. Thunder only up by 1 right now against the Wizards, 23-22. There were 3 games to go final today. Knicks blew out the Bucks, 140-106. The Knicks are closing in on the Celtics right now, making things much more harder than it should be right now. The Knicks are only 2 games behind Boston. It's looking like the Celtics are going to be the 3 seed come playoff time. Most likely. Nuggets lead the Mavs 112-101, and the Kings beat the Bulls 124-119. Eagles still up against the Packers 10-0. Right now, 14 points by DeJounte Murray, the game leader. Porzingis is 9. He's got 2 rebounds. Tatum's got 8. He's got 2 rebounds. But yeah, you got to get some sort of production out of the backcourt guys. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, nothing. Drew Holiday, he's got 3. The Pelicans ranked bottom 10 in the NBA coming into this game on the individual positions, guarding point guard, shooting guard, and small forward. All 3 of those positions, the Pelicans are allowing their opponents at those specific positions, the 1, 2, and 3, to average anywhere between 23 to 25 points per game. Bottom 10 at all positions in the NBA for those 3 positions. Just embarrassing right now that Brown's got nothing, White's got nothing, and Holiday only has 3. Pelicans are better at defending the center and power forward positions, but they are the second worst team in the NBA at field goal shooting percentage given up to the 5 spot for opposing centers, shooting 64% from the floor against the Pelicans defense. Pelicans dead last, allowing opposing centers to an average of 15 rebounds per game. Back to action right now. Porzingis and Zion will jump up this ball here at the free throw circle on the Pelican side. Porzingis and Zion going up for the tip, and Porzingis tips it over to Horford here. Porzingis, Horford, Pritchard, Holiday, and Tatum. That's the 5 on the floor. Top of the key, Horford. Sends it out to the left wing. Holiday. Will he make his mark in this game? Drew right to the rim. No good as he missed a layup there. It was Daniel Tice able to disrupt that, the former Celtic. Here he goes running the floor. Daniel Tice up and through, up and in off the backboard. 30-22 now. I ran into Daniel Tice a couple years ago in person. He was up in Tamworth, New Hampshire at Mount Shakora fishing in the lake over in the offseason. Pritchard at the top. Pritchard bursts the speed, drives right to the cup. No good. Missed the layup. Horford there for the tip in, up and through with a layup. 30-24 now. Lucky bucket there as Horford had perfect position. Tice on the Pelicans for the former Celtic. At the right wing, it's DeJounte. Bounce pass over to Zion. Zion backs his way into Horford here mid-block. Bounce pass left wing. Murphy launches the three. Got it. And that's good. That's DeJounte Murray who buried the three. DeJounte, 17 points right now in the first quarter. A giant killer in years past, just like Caleb Martin. Just like a lot of those guys in the previous playoffs, they're playing right now just like Ice Trey. Step back three in the air. Tatum right down the chute. He's got it. Big time triple right there for JT. Cynthia, welcome in. Nothing but a dream. Welcome on board. Final minute left to go in the first. That was a big three by Tatum. He's got 11. Jaylen Brown has yet to even score tonight. Zion moves it to the outside. Missed three around the rim and out. No good by DeJounte Murray. In and out of the hands of Horford. It got poked loose off of the Pelicans, though. And this will be Celtics basketball coming up. $45 left to go. Celtics get the inbound. Really disappointing start here. Just carrying all the bad energy that they had from the last game into this one. Tatum has it at the edge of the midcourt logo, defended by DeJounte Murray, 101. Luke Kornet, first time on the floor, sets the pick. Tatum takes the three-point hero ball, missed it off the rim short. Zion Williamson collects the defensive rebound. Here goes the big boy in a mismatch. The big boy sends it over to the midcourt logo into the hands of DeJounte. He's been a giant killer. Murray at the top of the key here. DeJounte looking real good with 17. Moves it off to Hawkins, the former UConn Husky. Jumper deep two. Got it. Jordan Hawkins able to bury down to Jay. It's 35-27. Celtics with a possession. Final possession to close out the opening quarter. Tatum. Pass midcourt. Tatum 3 seconds. Tatum right to the cup. Soars up. Scores with a right-hand layup. 2.8 seconds left to go. 35-29 shot at the buzzer by the big boy Zion Williamson. Off the top of the glass. No good. And we close out at the end of the first quarter. I was not joking last week, 1 week ago, when I said the Celtics were getting old. The Celtics are starting to get too old, and the whole youth movement of the Thunder and Cavs have caught right up to them and surpassed them. I was not joking either when it's time that 2026 comes around, and eventually it will be fire Joe Mazzulla. Right now it shows 35-29. These players just not looking good. DeJounte Murray going off right now against the Celtics team, and the Celtics team having a lot of issues. Good luck on Wednesday. And their next one with a fully healthy RJ Barrett. You think that this team has hit rock bottom after losing against Sacramento? Think again. They get the Pelicans at 8-31. They get the 8-31 Raptors coming up. Looking like L's in the column if they can't figure it out right now. Just embarrassing. Like, these streams are supposed to be enjoyable, and the teams that I cover are supposed to be playing with passion and pride. And there's no Celtics pride, there's no Celtics passion. It's all about I, not we out there. It's all about contested threes, playing iso ball one-on-one. And this Celtics team looks very reminiscent of 3 years ago when they got bounced out in the first round against Brooklyn. They were a 7 seed back then. I mean, I wish I could be joking when I said that the Celtics are going to be a 3 seed when they come to the playoffs. Honestly, I'm thinking more like 7 right now. Like, this is not good. Like, this team looks like they're going to lose to the Knicks in the first round as a 7 seed. And it's kind of that's a major collapse how they're going to get the 7, because right now they're they're 6.5 games ahead of that. But yeah, this does not look like a top 4 seed after that first quarter. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Like, this team is not worthy to be put on any spread coverage at all. Like, it's all about opponents covering that 16.5, 15.5. This one was 14.5 tonight on the spread until this team gets significantly better. I thought it was happening after that road trip they had and how they crushed Toronto going into the new year. Like, what in the world's going on right now? There's just no consistency right here. This might be a first-round exit for them. We get back to action. Start to the second quarter. Trey Murphy Handoff around the perimeter into the hands to Jose Alvarado on the outside. As he was an Olympian, he played for Puerto Rico last year in the Olympics. Runner by Murphy, missed off the mark, no good. There's a little bit of energy as Luke Kornet sort up, controlled the defensive rebound. Sam Hauser, first time on the floor, as he doesn't even get called up to play until the start of the second quarter. Quarter jumper's good, bang bang by Pritchard. 35-32, need firepower, got it right there by PP. They're only 4 for 15 from the perimeter. Alvarado at the elbow, sends it off to Hawkins. Hawkins won the national championship with UConn 2 years ago. They got a national champion on the floor alongside an Olympian, a former Celtic, and missed jumper, no good from the perimeter there by Alvarado. The former Celtic is Daniel Tice on the floor for the Pelicans. Pritchard, low block, skip pass, left corner, open three. Sam Hauser, no good, skipped around the rim. Trey Murphy collects the defensive rebounds. Trey Murphy, a sharpshooter, got past one defender, weaves his way on Kornet here off the drive, down low. Murphy scores up and then off the glass for two. 37-32 right now. Big LOL here for the Celtics team. It's ridiculous. Outside, Horford tries an open three. Got it. That is good right there to see Big Al finally drills one. 2-point game. Took an open look and got it. As it rolled in. Not the prettiest of shots there. Alvarado finds the roller with Tice, and Tice gets fouled. He'll have 2 shots coming up here for Daniel Tice. Oh, man. Two free throws at the line here for the Pelicans. Celtics much better in the glass this afternoon. +3, 14-11. It's all about those fast break points, though. Pelicans lead that number 8-0. Also, Celtics can't buy threes. Can't defend the three either. This game has been simply made at the three-point line. Celtics 5 for 17, 29.4% from three. Pelicans 7 for 13, a 54% from the perimeter, shooting 58% from the floor. Let that sink in right now. The Pelicans are shooting 58% from the floor for the number 29 offense and offensive efficiency right now in the NBA. That's all about the defense, with the Celtics being the number 24 defense in points allowed in the paint this season. Brown going up, got stripped, got fouled by Tice. All starts with playing defense. Got to be connected together as a defensive unit, and we have not seen that for the last month plus at a connected level. We've only seen that from time to time against Toronto, a couple of games here or there, but just you got to string together 5 or 6 straight games being a connected defensive unit, and we have yet to see that for over the last month plus for the Celtics here. We're going to take the timeout, 39-35, Pelicans by 4. Alright, so if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. And this is not looking good right now for Boston. Luckily, we still got a long way left to go, and this team has to wake up for sure. This stream is sponsored by Games Go. Games Go is a subscription sharing platform that allows users to access subscription services at a lower cost by sharing accounts. Use my promo code EJPMU for a referral for discounts over on the Games Go site. The link is posted in the description of this video. Games Go shares premium subscriptions for a lower monthly price to websites such as Canva Pro, Duolingo, Grammarly, Deezer, DeepL, Perplexity, AI, Crunchyroll, and newly on this list is Gamma as well. So check out Games Go, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. The link is pinned in the chat. It's also posted in the description of this video. Yeah, their defense on the last road trip, I mean, it was better, but that game against Minnesota was concerning. Minnesota had a shooting split of something like 55, 50, and 85 in that game for field goal, 3-point shooting, and free throw shooting percentage. And Minnesota lost that game because they committed 18 turnovers, and the Celtics committed 3 in that game. Celtics only with 2 turnovers tonight, which has been a positive sign. That's a positive sign against the top 5 defense in stealing with this Pelicans team. That's how the Pelicans should be able to generate their points, is from forcing turnovers, but we haven't seen that tonight. Yes, I like that tonight. I took the Commanders for my pick'em there over Tampa Bay tonight. Yeah, Tampa Bay's got some key injuries that they've been trying to go through the season with their receiving core. And they beat the Chargers by a bunch a few weeks ago, but we saw yesterday the Chargers weren't like anything special over there. Whereas Washington had that big win against Philly a few weeks ago too, and they get a lot of momentum with that organization moving in the right direction there with Jaden Daniels. So yeah, I like Jaden Daniels and the guys he's got tonight and that one to get things done. Celtics playing a really just lax basketball. Got to play with fire, passion, intensity. Got to do that right here, right now, starting. 10-12 left to go. Celtics control the tip at midcourt as we get back to action here. Jaylen Brown on the floor with Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford, Sam Hauser, and Luke Kornet. Jaylen crossover, drives, downhill. Jaylen dump off, underneath Kornet, soars up, and he scores, up and off the backboard. There you go. Best play of the game all game long. Jaylen Brown, the playmaker. New career high, averaging 4.8 assists per game this season. Able to dump it off to Kornet underneath the hoop and score. Murphy outside to the wing. Alvarado catching fire. 3. Got it. Celtics not able to rotate back defensively and close out in time. That's on Jaylen Brown right there. Missing his mark around the perimeter. Pritchard lobs it off to Brown. Brown brings along a double team. Brown has to watch out. Brown hounded by Alvarado. Alvarado reaches in. Picks up the foul. Yeah, he's 6 inches shorter than Jaylen Brown, but he just plays feisty defense. He's super hungry of a player there. Celtics have to match that intensity. It doesn't matter what their record is at 8-31. This team has got a dude like Jose Alvarado. He's making things difficult out there, getting right up into the grill of Jaylen Brown. Brown gets the inbound. Derek White now on the floor. Brown dribbles up, drives downhill to the rim, bounces in, and he'll get one as well at the free throw line. Jaylen Brown scores the layup. What can Brown do for you, finally? Jaylen decides to show up. Leads in with a right hand. Off the rim. Drops in plus the foul. That's his first basket of the game. Almost 15 minutes in. Yeah, I'm interested to know that as well, Jeffrey. Free throw's good. 2-point game right now. If Jose Alvarado's right up in your grill here and trying to be feisty, forcing turnovers, bringing the energy, you better respond right back, and Jaylen Brown finally did. We'll see if this is a turning point in the game. 2-point game right now. Alvarado at the wing. Sends it off to Murphy at the left wing. On top, Alvarado fires a 3. Right down the middle, he drills it. Celtics ain't guarding the perimeter right now. You got to get a hand at least to contest that shot. It's a 6-footer who's taking that 3. Pritchard puts the ball into the hands of Brown. It's Pritchard, Brown, White, Kornet, and Horford. White at the top. Sends it off to Pritchard. Jumper, right corner. Off the back rim, no good. In and out of the hands of Kornet. Out of bounds. Last touch by Alvarado, though. Celtics got lucky right there. They should have just... Now that was close. Alvarado should have let that go. That was clearly out of bounds. Drifting off Kornet, and then Alvarado came in last moment to force it out of bounds. Inbound goes to the corner. Pritchard just missed 1 3. Sends it off to the outside to Kornet. Hand off Brown. Brown at the top. Brown dribbles up. Brown lobs it up over the top. Luke Kornet throws it down with a 2-handed flush. That's what Celtics basketball is all about right there. Jaylen Brown, once again, the playmaker. Off the roller to the hoop there with Luke Kornet able to send down the lob. Trey Murphy drives on Luke Kornet. Jump stop inside the key. Kick out corner. Jordan Hawkins a 3. Great contest there by Jaylen Brown. Leads to the defensive rebound control by Kornet. Pritchard up the floor. Hand off to Brown. Jaylen Brown. Top of the key. Hounded here by Alvarado. Spin cycle. Brown. Oh, he's too small. Jaylen Brown. A spin cycle right over Jose Alvarado to the rim. It's a 1-point game. There you go. There's your mismatch. JB starting to attack, starting to take over, scoring, and as a playmaker. Trey Murphy launches the three over. Jalen missed off the rim short. Another great contest defensively by Jaylen Brown as Pritchard picks up the defensive rebound. White at the top, drives in Alvarado. White shoots over Alvarado, and he scores up and in off the backboard. There you go. Celtics take the lead. That lob to Luke Kornet just changed the entire landscape of this game. Bringing the energy because of the energy play by Luke Kornet. 7:31 left to go before half. Celtics finally on top. Bam, right there. Luke Kornet bringing the energy to this team right now. Been a major plus right now. +7 on the floor, leading the way for Luke Kornet. Best player in the Celtics in the box plus minus currently. Best player in the game in the box plus minus as well. Luke Kornet, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist in 5 minutes. It's that energy right there that he brings to you. I think as well, Al Horford's got 11 minutes. Got to start to balance those minutes more between Kornet. He's a really underrated big man. Like, Horford's minutes need to start to dwindle more to favor Kornet. That should be more of a balance right there. Porzingis with 11, Horford's got 11, Kornet's got 5. I mean, Horford, he does bring it on the defensive side of the floor, but his offense just hasn't been there most of the times this season for him. He could be useful, save for the playoffs with his experience, but also Neemias Queta is yet to play so far today, but I would like to see him get some playing time too by Queta, because he's somebody that's like an energy type of player that all you need is just that one big play with Queta when he rocks the rim and it gets the whole crowd going, it gets this team going, and he's yet to play so far tonight. Tatum leads the way. He's got 13 for Boston. Porzingis, 9 points for him. 5 by Jaylen Brown with 3 assists. 3 points by Drew Holiday. 2 points by Derek White. Derek White just scored for the first time tonight. Off the bench, Horford has 5, Pritchard has 5, and Kornet, major plus right now. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist in 5 minutes. A +7 in the box plus minus. This whole game's DeJounte Murray. 17 by DeJounte, 7 by Trey Murphy, and then 6 points by Jose Alvarado. Just going to stop DeJounte, and you should be able to be all set. Nothing from the front court. Zion Williamson, no points tonight in 8 minutes. Eve Missy, 2 points, only 2 rebounds in 10 minutes. They've got just not really much production at all from front court players. That's where the Celtics got to start to take over. Target down inside the interior. They're not really experienced down low. You get a rookie center, pound the ball down low, get to the rim, play downhill, going up against a rookie center. Or you get a backup big man at the 5 spot with Daniel Tice, who's a smaller big that's only 6'8". So we get back to action right now. Jumper, Zion, mid-range, got it. That's his first basket today. So Zion Williamson on the board as we come back to action here. Jaylen Brown, crossover on Zion around the perimeter. Sends it over to White. Outside Pritchard. Comes off the screen. Launches the 3. Off the rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Tice for the defense. Pelicans by 1 with possession. Approaching 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Zion on top, moves it off to Alvarado. Alvarado dribbles up, floats up the runner. That grazed off the rim short. Kornet controls the defensive rebound. Luke Kornet, Derek White, Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, and Peyton Pritchard. That's the 5 on the floor currently right now. White at the left wing. That pass gets deflected out of bounds off of the Pelicans. Inbound for Jalen. Brings along the double. Kornet's pass broken up. Pritchard comes down with it. Pritchard at the right wing. Step back 3 in the air. Pritchard buries it. And the Celtics go on top. That's a big shot right there for PP. Alvarado around the perimeter. Runner by Zion. That is way off the mark. No good. Hit the left side of the glass as it goes back to the Celtics here with a rebound by Horford. White tries a three. Came off the rim. No good. And Tice collects the defensive rebound. Yeah, Nets have been struggling recently for them. I can see that one tonight. I saw Utah. They played Phoenix pretty close last night. So Utah's coming off a back-to-back, but that's a tough game for Brooklyn. They're traveling all the way across the country. They did play at Denver on Friday, but they've been non-competitive for Brooklyn. Derek White just came up with a steal. So yeah, I can see Utah winning that game because Brooklyn's really struggled recently for them. Oh, nice find by Jaylen Brown as he whips it down low over to Luke Kornet, who pounds it through for the dunk. 51-47 Boston. That is the best play of this game. That's the best play all week there. Running the floor. Jaylen Brown attacking, just whipped in a fastball off the Kornet, who shoved it down with a two-hand flush. That was sweet. See this replay again. Jaylen, the playmaker, brought along a double team, weaved his way around and just fired in the fastball off to Kornet, able to do the rest of the work and flush it through. The bench really picking up in this game right now. Pritchard, Kornet, making a big case. Major pluses right now. Both of those guys are back on the bench. Celtics going to need other production out of their stars. They've got it from Porzingis so far alongside Tatum. Both of those guys back in. Porzingis, Tatum, Horford, White, and Brown. The five in the court. Curley blocked down low. It was Horford, I believe, who got a piece, and then Zion will make his way to the free throw line, shoot too, as he got fouled eventually underneath. It's on Horford, who picked up the shooting foul. Actually, yeah, that was on Porzingis on the initial block. So Porzingis was the one who got the initial block there. So Zion Williamson, 2 shots at the free throw line, just 2 by him, and now up to 3 as he drilled the first one. Points in the paint plus 10 for Boston right now, 22-12, the number 1 team in three-point shooting makes. The whole league has started to crack down, and the Celtics team's got to figure it out, playing downhill and getting to the rim. They've done that ever since Jaylen Brown started to play make. Jaylen lost the handle, stole away by DeJounte Murray up the floor. 1-on-1, McCollum over White scores in the fast break. 51 even. Zion buried both of the free throws previously. It's a tough possession there for Boston. Points on the fast break been the reason why the Pelicans have hung in tonight and held the majority of this lead. Brown lost it, swiped away by Zion. They get a 2-on-1 as Jaylen Brown couldn't finish with a left hand. Zion Williamson soars up, and he missed the open slam dunk, though he got fouled. And 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Zion. Zion's playing with some energy right now. I can't show the live games due to copyright, so it's only play-by-play only, because if I show the screen, it's copyright, because all the broadcast stuff that belongs to the networks who film the games and cover it. First free throw is good by Zion at the line. 52-51. Back-to-back turnovers by Boston. After some positives, with them taking the lead, they have gone right back to the negatives. Second free throw is good by Zion. Last time the Pelicans won, they were down by 28 points at the TD Garden. They came back and beat the Celtics in overtime, 120-115. I streamed that game, and that was the first ever game with the invention of the Afuka Choka. Here we go for the Boston Celtics. Once again, it's another Afuka Choka right to the rim. A big ew. 3 in a row for turnovers. Zion Williamson scores, hopping it off the glass. Good for the steal in the bucket. 55-51. Does this look like a championship team? No, it does not. Tatum at the right wing perimeter. Tatum 1-on-1. Tatum takes a contested 3. No good off the rim. And we have a loose ball foul charge to Yves Missy. Porzingis with a turnover, and then Jaylen Brown had 2 straight turnovers. Just embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Al Horford will check out of the game right now. Willie Green and this team, they pride themselves on toughness, and they're punching the Celtics in the mouth right now. 8-31 record. That ain't their record that it should be. This team should be around 20-15 this season. White almost got stripped. White swings it outside. Porzingis pops up for the three, and he hits it. Bang, bang by KP. He drills the triple. Porzingis been big right now. 12 points for Porzingis in this game. 1-point game. Zion. Top of the free throw circle. Zion. Bounce pass. Low block. Eve Missy. Guarded by Porzingis. Blocked from behind by Porzingis. Tipped over to Brown for the basketball here. Right on by Renzo. Brown at the left wing. Bumped by Zion. No call. Brown. A lot of dribbling. Off to Holiday. Laces up the three. Swash. Drew Holiday knocks down the triple. Celtics with a lead. Just makes so many good plays for Drew right there. Doesn't shoot the ball that often, but gotta be more aggressive if you're Drew Holiday, and it shows with his shooting percentage. Looking pretty good so far. Runner, DeJounte, runner, no good off the mark. Porzingis, no, he couldn't come up with a defensive rebound. He was too soft there. Got stripped by DeJounte. Leaves the open three. Good by Trey Murphy. 58-57 right now. The Celtics having a lot of difficulty against a team with a record of 20-15 if fully healthy. Instead, they're 8-31. Tatum at the right baseline. Dribbles up. Tatum drives downhill. Tatum blew the layup. Tipped it in though. Good for two. Tatum staring back at the referees looking for the foul call. You got to keep on playing on right now as we approach the 2-minute marker left to go. Zion into the hands to DeJounte. DeJounte dump off underneath. Missy out to the corner to DeJounte. DeJounte right baseline dribble blocked by Porzingis. Oh, the big fella went down as well. He's out of the play right now. They get a 4-4 and a kicked ball violation charged to Trey Murphy. Porzingis, he is up. He is all right. The 7'3" big fella, though, he hit the deck, and whenever he hits the deck on the hardwood, you're gonna be breathing much, much heavier. And scared about that one, but good to see Porzingis got chopped up. He is up, he is okay, he is walking fine, he's back in the play right now. Tatum inbounds to Brown. Brown at the top of the free throw circle. Brown bounce past Porzingis. Watch out downhill to the rim as here he goes and he gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the line for KP. Minute 48 left to go before halftime. Yeah, the Celtics this year against the spread are something like 12 and it's bad. Like 12-26 or something like that against the spread. It's really bad this year. One of the worst in the league. First free throw, good by Porzingis at the line. Celtics with 5 turnovers right now. Pelicans with 4. Second free throw missed off the mark by Porzingis. That's what this game should be about. It should be about ball control. Pelicans rank 5th in the NBA in steals per game, averaging 9.5 steals per game. Every other statistical category, they rank behind the top 10 in. Number 29 in the NBA in field goal shooting percentage defense, 2-point shooting percentage defense. Also scoring and 3-point shooting. They rank number 29 in defensive efficiency. Right now the Celtics having a lot of issues. Brown, left baseline dribble, outside to White. Follow a 3. Rattled out, no good by Derek White. Rebound secure by DeJounte Murray. DeJounte. Edge of the midcourt logo right now. Here he goes. Dribble, drive, kick, corner, open 3. Pelicans got it. Bang, bang, and nobody out there to close out the perimeter. You ain't gonna forget his name. He used to play for you guys, and you cut him. Javonte Green buries the 3. 61-60. Former Celtics haunting the current Celtics, and it goes past as Jason Tatum goes down hard, crashing right next to the stanchion as he got fouled by DeJounte Murray. Willie Green prides his team on toughness, and they got all the toughness in the world. This team ain't taken right now. They are playing for the number 10 spots in the play-in to get there. They're going to be a play-in team, this Pelicans team, and they're going to see if they can sneak their way into the playoffs. This team ain't taken. 2 shots by Tatum. First one's good. Yeah, Derek White needs to be traded for Jonathan Kuminga. My apologies for that a couple of weeks ago when somebody brought it up and I said no. I've completely flipped the course on that right now. And Jonathan Kuminga for Derek White. Get some youth on this team. Get some young energy in place of older guys on the team. That could really help out the cause here. 62-61. Celtics by 1 right now. So we're down to under 45 seconds left to go. Edge in the midcourt logo, CJ McCollum. McCollum drives in Porzingis. McCollum dump off. And White finally does something good. Comes out with a steal up ahead of the pack. Jaylen Brown lost it. Holiday comes out with it outside. Porzingis pops up for the 3 off the back from no good. The big fella just taking way too many threes. He's been hit or miss on some of them right now in this game for Porzingis. 3 for 7 right now from the perimeter. Edge in the midcourt logo here for McCollum. 10 seconds left to go. CJ, 4-second differential shot clock and game clock. CJ dribbles up, drives out to the wing. Open 3 again. That's an air ball shot by the Pelicans there. Tatum, final possession before the buzzer. Heaves up a 3 off the right part of the glass. No good. We close out going to halftime. 62-61. This is as bad as it gets right now. Yes, Celtics definitely going to start to look at the trade market for some guys. Just an embarrassing first half here for Boston. Number 2 team in the East, struggling against the worst team in the West. 62-61. Luckily, Luke Kornet's looking really good out there. Like, he is saving this team. He's going to get much more minutes. How in the world does Luke Kornet only get 8 minutes right now? He's a plus 10 on the floor. Like, this dude's gonna be ramped up with minutes right now. He's helping out the team a ton. He's a major plus in the offensive glass every game this year. Just even if he's not statting rebounds, he's tapping it over to his teammates. He's got 6 points right now, 4 boards and an assist in 8 minutes, plus 10. Tatum's got 17 right now. Tatum can't hit a shot from the perimeter though. 1 for 5 from 3 for him. 13 by Porzingis. 4 for 8 from the floor. He's made 3 threes. I mean, I'm fine with that. He's attempted 7 threes, though, for a big. You got to realize they're going up against the number 29 interior defense in the NBA. You got to take it to the rim. They're much better from locking up the perimeter. They're 23rd in perimeter D. They're 29th in interior D. Just take this ball to the rim if you're the Celtics right now. 8 for 27 from 3-point range. 22 for 50 in the game. They're shooting more threes than they are with twos. 6 by Drew Holiday. Jaylen Brown's got 5. Pritchard off the bench with 8. Kornet's got 6. Walker Kessler from Utah. He is one that's been in some rumors possibly that we'll see if the Celtics can pick up on. He's a young big man. Really developing player. Plays for the Utah Jazz. They're a really excellent shot blocker too for Walker Kessler. Yeah, there's a lot of talk going on about Porzingis being injury prone to make a trade there over to Utah to get in like a healthy big, like a youngster at the 5 spot with Walker Kessler. There's no way they're going to get Jimmy Butler. They need some sort of youth movement on their team because these guys are getting older. That's the issue right now. Yeah, I just saw an article about Jimmy Butler for a trade for Jaylen Brown. That's ridiculous. There's no way the Celtics are going to do that. Jimmy Butler, 2031 first-round pick for Jaylen Brown? Like, no. Sports Illustrated just put out that article yesterday, right now. Jaylen Brown's having a great year as a playmaker. Like, he's been a big factor why Kornet has found a lot of success right now in this game. 5 assists by Jaylen Brown so far. Jaylen's only shot the ball 5 times, so he's got just 5 points for him. Like, he's going to have to step it up offensively big time. And have to. But he's really stepped up as a playmaker for him recently. Jaylen, 5 assists, multiple assists going over to Luke Kornet. And those have been energy plays that's helped out the team so far. Thunder crushing the Wizards 67-43. OKC just on another level this year. Them in Cleveland looking like they're going to be in a race for the title right now at the moment. Cavs looking really solid. 53-40 up at the half against the Pacers. Magic lead the Sixers 44-42. And then a couple of games gone final earlier today. The Knicks look really well. 140-106. Knicks lead the Bucks. Nuggets lead the Mavs 112-101. Kings up against the Bulls 124-119. Yeah, that too. If the Celtics had like a veteran guy in their team that hadn't won a championship before, that could really motivate them too. If they're able to acquire that type of player, Lonnie Walker would have been that guy. He would have been searching for a championship, and one of the guys that's got buried underneath in the depth chart, recently coming back to the injury for Toronto has been Bruce Brown, but he's got Boston ties himself, like that type of player too, just to have like a veteran role player off the bench for like another bench player, so like trading in. He's more of a 2-point specialist. That's why he's more into the mid-range game, and he's pretty solid for his size. He's only 6'4", but he's pretty solid as a rebounder. He doesn't get many minutes right now. That's the only thing. But he's played on championship teams like the Nuggets a couple of years ago. He was key off the bench for him. He's somebody that possibly like the Celtics could think about for like another kind of like low end bench player or so, because he hasn't been playing a lot for Toronto, but like somebody who doesn't get like many minutes at all off the bench if they swing in a trade for like a veteran player or so, for somebody who doesn't even play, like a Xavier Tillman or something, because he seems like he's buried on the depth chart over here, whereas he had a lot more promise when he played at Memphis. He was a starter going up against Anthony Davis in the playoffs a few years ago. Derek White came back from illness for him. He's just not lining up his shots correct. It's too bad, because his over-under player prop is way below his season average. He's averaging 17. The player prop is at 13.5. He's coming off a 3-point game in the last game. 0 for 4 from 3, 1 for 5 from the floor for Derek White. Just doesn't look like he's seeing the rim correctly. Yeah, Sports Illustrated is going out on a bunch of these articles over here. Oh, this one's not bad at all. Wow. Celtics receive Cam Whitmore. Rockets receive Jaden Springer, 2025 first-round draft pick, 2026 second-round draft pick, a 2031 second-round draft pick. Yeah, Cam Whitmore is a tough guy that they got over there for Houston. Like, he's like a physical type of player there. One of the key players in the rotation. For Jaden Springer, he's another player that barely plays. I'd be shocked, though, if they land Jimmy Butler. Celtics interested in signing Lonnie Walker. They had him in the preseason. He can be bought out. He's got a EuroLeague contract. He can be bought out by any team in the NBA until February 18th, it looks like. Let me see what we got for the NFL right now. 16-10. Wow, Packers closing the gap here against the Eagles currently. So that's going on right there. Kind of all different stuff for music. Yeah, more like, because I was born in the mid-90s or so, so I listened to, like, a lot of, like, 2000s or so, a lot of stuff from my childhood, but sometimes listen to, like, classic rocks, like, stuff before my childhood, like 80s, 90s. When I was going to college, I used to listen to, like, a lot of, like, EDM and electronic dance music. That was pretty cool back then. But yeah, right now we're just at halftime. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. This is obviously frustrating. Like, this is a get-it-right type of game right now for Boston. If you can't win this game, then you hit rock bottom. This Celtics team looks like the next coming of the Phoenix Suns right now, where they won a championship finally. And I mean, it's all about effort, intensity out there. It should not be. Has the window closed yet for this Boston Celtics team? They're going backwards. They're going backwards to how they played back in 2021, 4 years ago. Yeah, he's a really good rebounder. Yeah, I'm looking at what he's got recently for stats. He's got a bunch of double-digit rebounds for him. 23 years old for Walker Kessler. Coming off a career best right now. He's averaging 11 and 11 for points and rebounds alongside 2.5 blocks per game. Yeah, he's got multiple double-doubles this year for him. So, yeah, he's taken a step up this season on the glass. 7.5 to 11.4 right now for rebounds. Man, monster on the glass recently, coming off 16 and 13 yesterday against Phoenix. 15 boards against Miami game before. Well, he's averaging 13 rebounds this month. Yeah, he's constantly a double-digit rebounding machine right now. For Walker Kessler, that's huge. Shooting 72% from the floor, leading all players in the NBA in field goal shooting percentage for Walker Kessler right now. 7th in the NBA in rebounding. Yeah, I remember when he played at Auburn. He was a beast. I think he was like the top shot blocker in the country that year. What's good, Michael on the street? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, great point there by Melvick on the stream. I think like a couple weeks ago I pointed that out too, because that's like a forgotten piece right there that like goes like hidden that not many people talk about. But O'Shea Brissett, he seemed like he was a really like good player in the locker room and stuff, and he played some quality minutes as they got further down the line in the playoffs last year into the finals, the conference finals. He stepped up for them, and then over in the locker room, like he was like one of those guys that was kind of like I think he had like a communications degree background, because he would like interview his teammates and stuff, like have like a media level type background, and bring up a lot of like storytelling stuff that was quite interesting and really cool to hear from him. So yeah, that's a really good player in the locker room, and gonna get that type of guy for their mojo on their team. Yeah, bringing in a veteran type player there, I feel like that can definitely help out, because then if you bring in a guy that hasn't won a chip yet, they were close a couple of years ago. They had I think that was 2022. They had Blake Griffin on their team. Just bringing in like an energy guy like that who's played in the league for so long. He's now retired, but they brought in him a couple of years ago. But it almost moved the needle. They did lose to Golden State that year, but yeah, probably like a role player or so, because it's tough to get like another key player that's a vet out there to swing in a trade. That's the thing. O'Shea Brissett. Yeah, he's not even in the NBA right now. Wow. That's stunning that they cut him. 2023-24 Celtics. Huh. So here we go. Start to the third quarter, everybody. And this needs to be a get-it-right type moment. Half number 2 for Boston. And Yves Missy down low. He gets fouled immediately, and he'll shoot 2 coming up here at the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown, who picked up the shooting foul. Yeah, he's still a free agent. So O'Shea Brissett right now is still a free agent. Wow. Celtics plus 8 points in the paint, 24-16 right now at the moment, leading second chance points 14-5, but getting burned in the fast break. It's all the Pelicans in the fast break, 14-0. Free throws are split at the line by Yves Missy. Jaylen Brown collected a defensive rebound. Celtics right to left on the floor. Derek White, only 2 points for him in the opening half. Off the Tatum, Holiday, Porzingis, and Brown, the 5 of the court. Tatum shovels out to the left wing. Porzingis pops up for the 3 off the rim, around the rim, and out. Way too many threes in this game. That's now the 28th attempted shot from the perimeter out of 53% total. That's greater than half of their shot attempts in this game from 3. Usually got it done with balance, more of a 60-40 mix from 2. That's how they picked up victories, as Tatum collects the defensive rebound off the corner 3, missed by McCollum. Tatum steps into a 3, came off the rim short. That was a contested shot, and Porzingis could not collect the defensive rebound. Man, this offense looking like the 2021 style offense. Trey Murphy, no good. Porzingis able to tip it over to Holiday for the defensive board. Drew brings it up the floor. Gotta attack, get to the rack here for your Boston. Off to White. Jacks up a 3 at the right wing. Missed off the mark, no good. 3 straight possessions in a row. 3 straight bricks from the perimeter. The Pelicans come down with a defensive rebound, 62-62. Zion dribbles, drives, attacks, runner off the back rim, no good. Brown controls the defensive board. You got numbers here up the floor, 4 on 3, drive, kick, corner 3 instead of a 2, and Holiday missed it off the back rim, no good. You had a 4 on 3 right there, and you attempt a corner 3 instead of a 2. Murphy, bounce pass out to the low block, Missy up fake down low over Brown, got the bounce, good for the bucket. 64-62. They ain't learning from their mistakes. Over-reliance upon three-point shooting. That's going to bump them out in the first round. Potentially a sweep. Top of the key here, Holiday. Holiday, edge of the midcourt logo. Fires a fastball over to Tatum. Outside, Porzingis into the hands to Drew. A drive, a kick, corner 3. Tatum, finally. Somebody can make a 3. It goes to JT. 9:45 left. Tatum's got 20, leading the game right now. DeJounte Murray, bounce pass over to Trey Murphy, and the outside back to DeJounte. He takes on Tatum one-on-one. DeJounte, 8 on the timer. DeJounte at the top, crossover, jumper, free throw circle. DeJounte rattled out. Holiday outlet pass ahead of the pack. Here goes Tatum, shuts the door with a 2-handed flush. Game-winning plays, oh yeah, baby. Just like that, Drew Holiday shows you how to do it there. He's got X-ray vision. Full court outlet. See if they can make something out of that. That's their first 2 points off the fast break tonight for the Celtics. Zion down low. Zion missed off the rim. No good. Porzingis Tips over to Holiday. Here they go once again. 3-on-3. Holiday will slow it down. He sees they're not in the numbers advantage. Holiday dribbles up to the elbow. His pass deflected, saves it, and out of bounds. Went off of Drew. It's a turnover. Just going to be more controlled right there with the basketball if you're Drew Holiday. 67-64 right now. Pelicans with possession. Hand off to Zion around the perimeter. Zion, hand off to the outside. Trey Murphy moves on top over to DeJounte. 32-footer from the parking lot. Missed off the rim short as Holiday controls the defensive rebound. White. Outside finds Brown. Left baseline dribble. Jalen to the cup. Huge rejection by Trey Murphy as he denies Jalen Brown. Here goes Trey up the floor. Shuts down the door. Coast to coast. Plus the foul. Trey Murphy, the and one coming up as he got fouled by Derek White. These dudes got an edge right now that they're playing with. And looking real good for the Pelicans. No Brandon Ingram. No Herb Jones, no problem for New Orleans right now. This is embarrassing for the Celtics. How in the world are you going to beat the Raptors on Wednesday? I mean, the Raptors took you into overtime with R.J. Barrett. Free throw is good. 67-67. The Celtics team looks like there's only one team in the league that they can beat, honestly, based on how they're playing. That would be Washington. They might need to beat two, with the Phoenix Suns included there. Jalen Brown couldn't dribble with the left hand as he lost it, results in a turnover. Here goes Zion. Zion up the floor for the big boy. Kick out to the corner. Here's a three. DeJounte off the back rim, no good. Tipped out to the perimeter, out of bounds. And it was last touched off the Pelicans. Yeah, Jalen decided not to show up for this one tonight. It's a shame because people pay big bucks for this stuff. I got good friends of mine who's at this game right now who got tickets. People pay big bucks for this. People pay big bucks to bet on these games. As Porzingis rolls down to the hoop, blew the open layup. It got stopped at the back rim. No good. KP got to put it in. Finally, 3 rebounds, a bucket. Porzingis, hopefully you took him on the over for his player prop for rebounds. 3 rebounds on 1 possession right there. And finally got the tap in for 2. 69-67, bucket's good, quick up the floor, up and in, off the glass by Trey Murphy, lob down low, Brown decides to give up the 2, kicked out to the wing for a 3, and a foul picked up, charged the Pelicans away from the basketball. Missed the first one, 1 rebound tap off the back rim, Porzingis, second time tap, again, tapped again, second time, yeah, Porzingis with a major mark right there. Porzingis is up to now 15.7 rebounds. He got 3 rebounds in the previous possession. He's also got 2 blocks right now. That's unheard of. 3 rebounds in the previous possession. Tapped off the glass, tapped off the glass, tapped off the rim and in. 69-69. Tatum at the left wing. Step back 3 in the air. JT rattled out. Rebound controlled here by DeJounte. DeJounte Murray at the left wing perimeter. DeJounte dribbles up. DeJounte skip pass. Turns it over. Holiday up the floor. He's got numbers 2-on-1. Moves it off to Jalen Brown. A trailer. Throws it down with a 2-handed flush. That's what I'm talking about right there. Drew Holiday. Great floor spacing off to Jalen Brown. A trailer. They forget to get back on perimeter defense. CJ McCollum. McCollum buries the 3. 72-71. Timeout on the floor. So we'll head to the timeout here as Joe Mazzulla burns the timeout. 6:44 remaining in the third. This should not be this close. Celtics and Pelicans, they've had a lot of games like this in the past where the Celtics have played down to their competition. The Pelicans, a 24-point comeback back in the 2020 bubble with Damian Lillard and that was actually the Blazers back then. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum and the Blazers, they played down to. But now with CJ on the Pelicans, this was a 28-point lead 4 years ago in February 2021. It was February 21st, 2021. 28-point lead. The Celtics choked and lost in overtime. That game was so bad. Who the hell was the guy that lit up the Celtics in that game? And let's see if I can get that. Who in the world was that guy that lit up the Celtics? Ingram at 33 in that game. Josh Hart had a double-double of 17 and 10. Willie Hernan-Gomez. Yep, that's who it was. Willie Hernan-Gomez had 13 rebounds against the Celtics that game. He had a couple of baskets late, too, in that one. Just as embarrassing as it gets. And then Nicolo Melli drilled a 3. And I remember when Melli drilled a 3, that's when a Fuka Choka was made. That was the first time I used that term on a stream. Was when the Celtics were up by 28. They choked on a 28-point lead. And then at that time, it was a record of 18 and 21 for Boston at that time. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We got 200 plus right now watching. You guys, the real MVPs in the stream, and hopefully the Celtics team can turn things around right now. It's just been super disappointing. Going to play just clean, crisp basketball. That's a start there. Jrue Holiday with that turnover forced, and then they had numbers leading to the Jaylen Brown dunk. So some good flashes we've seen, but just going to get back in transition defenses. The Pelicans, the number 29 ranked scoring team in the NBA, is burning the Celtics. After the Celtics score a thunderous dunk, they can't get back. And I don't know why NBC Sports Boston's talking about tanking for Cooper Flagg right now. I know they got an 8-31 record, but this Pelicans team is capable of sneaking in as the number 10 seed in the Western Conference play-in and making their way as a playoff team up to number 8. They got full potential to do that as Jason Tatum turns the corner and he scores up and in off the backboard. 73-72 right now. McCollum on the floor with Javonte Green, Trey Murphy, DeJounte Murray, and Yves Missy. 5 on the floor for the Celtics. Porzingis, Brown, Holiday, and White as the layup is good. Backdoor by Javonte Green, the former Celtic. That was a nice bounce pass dropped off by the Pelicans there down low. Brown bullies his way down low over Javonte Green. Missed off the mark. Missy collects the defensive rebound. Jaylen Brown tried to do too much right there going in the one-on-one match. And McCollum drives downhill over Tatum. Missed off the mark. No good. Out of bounds off Missy. And the Celtics will have it back. This score should not be this close right now. Absolutely frustrating. Going to have a lot of issues with Toronto on Wednesday if you keep on playing like this for Boston. Tatum on the floor with Pritchard. Pritchard checks in now for the first time in quarter number 3. Tatum, Pritchard, Porzingis, Holiday, and Brown. Pritchard sends it out to his right to Porzingis. Porzingis moves it over to Tatum. Launches the 3 straight away. JT is settling too much from the perimeter now. 2 for 9 from 3-point range as Trey Murphy collected the defensive board. Murphy gets past Pritchard. Pritchard started to become a liability in the defensive side of the floor. Blocked by Porzingis. McCollum at the corner. McCollum, right base on Jibble on Brown. Low block, McCollum outside. Bounce pass to the top. Murphy, 3 over Tatum. Got it on a rainbow. It's a 4-point Pelicans lead, 77-73. Jrue downhill lobs it up over the top. Porzingis shoves it through with a right hand alley-oop jam. Oh, baby. Porzingis big time tonight in this matchup. 17, 8 rebounds by KP. DeJounte dump off down low. Blocked again by Porzingis. Here goes Jaylen Brown. Porzingis heard those trade rumors. He's responding today. Tatum, skip pass, quarter 3. Pritchard, no good. Brown, the follow through. Got it good for 2, and the foul. Jaylen Brown, the and 1 coming up here at the free throw line. Big time, JB. Big time right there, baby. Jrue Holiday, playmaker tonight. He is up to now 5 assists in this game. Anastasia, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. No problem. What a game we got here. 77-77. 1 free throw by Jaylen Brown at the line. I got to give props out to the Pelicans. This team's without Brandon Ingram. They ain't lying down tonight. Celtics getting another wake-up call. Everybody's coming after the defending champions, giving them their best, no matter who it is right now. Jaylen Brown buries the free throw. 78-77. Tice at the top. Hand off to McCollum. McCollum dribbles up to the elbow. Step back jumper over Pritchard. No good off the mark. Celtics playing much better defense. Great contest by Pritchard. Tatum controlled the defensive rebounds. At the right wing, Jaylen Brown. Jab step around the perimeter. Jaylen. Crossover. Drives on Tice. Former teammate Jaylen. Fall away. Mid-range. Connects on it. There you go right now. JB, you the man, brother. You the man. 3-point lead for Boston, starting to get in a groove. All starts with their defense. Jaylen Brown up to 12 points tonight. DeJounte Murray, guarded by Tatum. Off to Tice, hand off to Murray. Murray, guarded by Brown here, top of the key. Slides it off to his right to Trey Murphy. 5 in the timer. Murphy, crossover, guarded by Horford. Step back, 3 in the air over Horford. Swash! That's a tough shot right there by a 3-point specialist off a step back 3. And number 25, Trey Murphy, delivers on the tray to tie it up at 80 for the Pelicans. Tatum at the right wing perimeter. Tatum dribbles up, drives to the elbow, rises, fires for the jumper. Nothing but net, delivers. Jason Tatum, baby. Big game for JT with 26 right now. Trey Murphy at the right wing perimeter here, guarded by Horford 101. Murphy, drive, kick out to the corner. Javonte Green shovels out to the top here to his former teammate on the Celtics as well with Daniel Tice. Murphy down low. Murphy fouled from behind by Porzingis. And 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Trey Murphy. 3:15 remaining in this third quarter. Back and forth, back and forth. I have to say, even though how this game has been downplayed by the Celtics, I have to say it's entertaining tonight. It's been just back and forth, constant lead changes. What's good, JZZ on the stream? Welcome in. Yup, another poor perimeter shooting game for the Celtics here. Just settling way too much from the perimeter. 9 for 35 from 3. Half of their shots around have been from 3. They're 31 for 71 in this game total, but just 25.7% from the perimeter. Luckily, they've made 92% of their shots at the free throw line. First one is good at the line for the Pelicans. Hey, there we go. I'll check my email later. Siegel, appreciate it, man. Welcome to Siegel out in the stream. Second free throw is good by Trey Murphy. 82 even. Celtics with a possession. Pritchard on the floor to Horford, Kornet, Tatum, and Hauser. Pritchard at the left wing sends it on top. Tatum forced out to his right, guarded by his former teammate Tice. Now working on Murphy. Skip pass, left corner, open 3. Horford's got it. Big Al Horford, always a great sight to see there. Rips down the triple. 3-point lead for Boston. Another 3 minutes left to go in the third. DeJounte Murray dribbles up, drives on Pritchard, and DeJounte, as it went out of bounds. It's on Luke Kornet on the shooting foul. Foul assessed to Luke Kornet there. Yeah, Celtics looking for possession arrow. Boston, with Joe Mazzulla, thought that it was out of bounds off DeJounte Murray and that there was no foul that should have been called on Luke Kornet. I believe Joe Mazzulla is going to challenge this call right now on the floor. So Mazzulla is challenging this call. Mazzulla is still hoarding the timeouts with 5 timeouts left. Pelicans down to 3 timeouts as Mazzulla will take the challenge. 85-82. As this one will be looked at depending on possession of the basketball. DeJounte Murray driving inside a key. And then according to the referees, he was fouled by Luke Kornet. But Joe Mazzulla is going to have... I think they're looking to see if they can get the referees to check it right now. So 85-82 is what we got with 2:46 left. Jason Tatum, 26 right now for JT. Getting a groove from 2, but just not making the threes. That's the thing. He's only 2 for 9 from the perimeter in today's game. You take out those 2s, then he's made 7 shots out of 11 from 2-point range. If you take away the 3-point makes and misses in this game. 7 for 11 from 2, but just 2 for 9 from 3 tonight for Tatum. Porzingis has been major. 17 points, 9 rebounds for KP. Alongside 3 blocks. Jaylen Brown only 12 points tonight. Turned into a playmaker tonight for Jaylen Brown, though, with 5 assists. Also 5 rebounds. Drew Holiday, 6 points, 5 rebounds for Drew. Currently, Derek White Something looks wrong with him right now. Just 2 points, 1 for 6 shooting. Just not an X factor. Could have him be an X factor if he's his usual self. The Celtics are up by 3 points right now. They're winning this game by double digits. .246 left to go in the third. Yeah, you guys, the legends in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. Got 2:46 left to go. It looks like the Pelicans will head to the free throw line right now. So this will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for the Pelicans. So it was indeed a rule to follow by Luke Kornet. Pelicans will have 2 shots coming up at the line. DeJounte Murray, 2 free throws. Just visibly frustrating tonight. This should be a get-it-right type of game for Boston, and it's been nothing close to that tonight. Came into this game as a 14.5-point favorite for the Celtics. Just keep on taking their opponents against the spread because they can never cover that recently. Second free throw. No good. Kornet controls the defensive rebounds. 85-83 Boston as the free throws are split by DeJounte. Pritchard on the floor with Tatum, Kornet, Hauser, and Horford. Pritchard sends it over to Tatum. Tatum at the right wing perimeter. Steps into the 3 at the TD Garden logo. Bricked off the back rim. No good. And away from the basketball, the Pelicans pick up a foul here. Javonte Green on a foul with 2:30 left. Siegel with a dono. You the man, brother. Let's get that dono hype out on the streamer. This was actually on the ball here. Wow. Javonte Green got the shooting hand of Jason Tatum. This is going to be 3 free throws coming up at the line, but the Pelicans are going to challenge this, it looks like. Yes, they will. I believe so. Jason Tatum followed by Javonte Green, but Pelicans will challenge this, so we will take a timeout right now. 85-83, 2.5 left to go as the Pelicans. Willie Green will challenge the foul by Javonte Green and the 3-point shot attempt by Jason Tatum. This stream is also sponsored by Games Go. Games Go is a subscription sharing platform that allows users to access subscription services at a lower cost by sharing accounts. Use my promo code EJPMU for a referral for discounts over on the Games Go site. The link is in the description of this video to Games Go. It's also pinned to the chat as well. Games Go offers shared premium subscriptions for a lower monthly price to websites such as Canva Pro, Duolingo, Grammarly, Deezer, DeepL, Perplexity AI, and Crunchyroll. So check out Games Go, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. Yeah, it's all about expectations. And expectations by a lot of people is repeat champions, that they're the most talented team in the NBA, but all the talent never gets you the championship. All the talent, look at the Phoenix Suns, is having that team below 500 for their record. Doesn't matter if you got all the big names as well. Talent can only get you so much. You have to actually show up and play the game. The games aren't decided on paper. They're decided by showing up in an environment in front of 18,000 fans, in front of millions and millions of viewers watching on the television screen. It's not decided on paper. That's what these games come down to. These games are not decided on paper. Every single one of these players in the NBA is paid for a reason. And it shows right here. All these guys are working hard to get their paycheck and to get what they deserve. And some guys who's making millions and millions of dollars don't put in as much effort as they should be. And they're thinking about the bag instead of not playing harder for incentive bonuses and stuff like that. To look at Antonio Pierce, head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, who got fired a couple days ago, what he said to his team week 3 following a loss against the Panthers was that some of the guys in his team were there for business decisions. And look what those business decisions got him. A big L week 3 against the Panthers this year, where they surrendered over 35 points. And that game eventually led to the firing of head coach Antonio Pierce, and the whole locker room was in dysfunction the entire season. 85-83. It's going to be about we. I found a t-shirt at the Salvation Army in West Yarmouth, Massachusetts on Thanksgiving break a couple years ago. It's a Boston Celtics t-shirt that says, "We, not me." Bleed green Boston Celtics on it as the Pelicans turn it over. That's what the Celtics have to play, is play basketball as we, not me. And they're playing hero ball in this one. Celtics with possession back, up by 2. 2 minutes left to go in the third. Pritchard running the point, finds Tatum off the screen at the left wing. Tatum guarded by Javonte Green, moves off to Hauser. Hauser at the top, Hauser towards his right. Hauser, hand off to Pritchard. This is the number 23 defense at defending the perimeter. They're the number 29 defense at defending the 2. And the Celtics keep on pouring up a bunch of threes, and they keep on missing. Pritchard, 32-footer, step back straight away, missed off the rim, no good. Trey Murphy on the other side, scoop score, up and in off the backboard. That is good for 2. 85-85. Celtics will try it again. Murphy with 23-13 this quarter. He's a sharpshooter, but instead he's electing to go for 2 like they should be doing. Good from the perimeter. Finally, Sam Hauser knocks down the 3. Celtics by 3. 11 for 39 from three-point range. That is way too many threes right now. They're on track for a 50-plus attempt night from the perimeter. Runner, mid-range. DeJounte Murray, no good. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Here is Pritchard. Had it deflected out of bounds. Far side off of Jordan Hawkins. Way too many threes taken tonight here by Boston. Way too many. Gotta provide balance. And exactly what I keep on saying on these streams. When the Celtics attempt 60% 2s and 40% threes, it results in wins most of the time. When the Celtics attempt 50% 3s, 50% 2s, it results in L's most recently. And if they attempt 55 to 45, more so on the side of threes, then it results in even greater L's. Jumpers go by Tatum there at the baseline. Zion drives, attacks over Kornet, double clutch, no good. And now he got fouled. Late whistle by the referees. There'll be 2 shots coming up on the line for Zion Williamson. My clock's quite fast. 46 seconds left. Right now, the Celtics have attempted 77 shots tonight. 34 made shots out of the 77. It's at 44%. 39 of those shots are threes. 39 attempted shots are threes. 38 attempted shots are 2s. 23 for 38 from 2, and that is 60.5%. Celtics are shooting 60.5% from 2, but they're shooting just 11 for 39 at 28.2% from 3. That right there tells the story. Split free throws to the line there for the Pelicans. 40 seconds left to go. Tatum at the right wing. Lob over the top. Skidded off the front rim. Bad pass there by Tatum. Results in the turnover. DeJounte Murray up the floor at the low block. Outside to the wing. Daniel Tice tries a 3 off the back heel. No good. Hauser collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Hauser races up the floor, guarded by Jordan Hawkins. Outside of Pritchard. Pritchard will slow it down as we are down to the waning seconds left to go, approaching that 10-second marker in just a moment. Tatum, top of the free throw circle, gets fouled by Javonte Green with 7.7. And now we'll stop the clock. It was a foul to give charge to the Pelicans. Porzingis will check back in for the final possession to close out the third. Luke Kornet comes out. Pritchard, near side front court, will be the inbound passer, guarded by Alvarado. Tatum, Hauser, Pritchard, Porzingis, and Horford. The 5 in the court here for the final 7 seconds. Inbound from Pritchard goes to Tatum. Tatum, top of the key. 5 seconds left to go. Brings along the double team. Deflected. Intercepted by Javonte Green. Shuts the door with a 2-handed flush. Oh, that's a big ew by Jason Tatum. That's as bad as it can get. As bad as a fumbled kick return on the first possession of the game for the Green Bay Packers against the Philadelphia Eagles this afternoon. Jason Tatum with a horrific turnover, deflected into the backcourt. Zero hustle whatsoever. That turnover might get Tatum traded away from this organization. And a Fuka choka by the Celtics. An absolute disgraceful last possession there by Jason Tatum. An absolutely disgraceful game by the Boston Celtics against the 8-31 Pelicans, against the 3-15 Pelicans on the road. A Fuka choka. Take my big fat Fuka. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He was so right about that. So right. What a mess. Absolute mess going on right now. Brandon Jennings, you the man. You are right on point about that. If you're Jason Tatum, you can't respond like that. That's bad by Tatum. You're going to have to come out and win this game in the fourth quarter. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Just take the Raptors and the points on Wednesday, because there's just no signs right now of this getting any better. It's a shame. Like, these guys need a wake-up call. Tatum's got 28, but just play downhill and get to the rim. 2 for 10 from 3. He is 8 for 13 from 2. Like, the percentages don't lie. Tatum's got 28, but he's shooting over 60% from 2 and 20% from 3. And that's what the Celtics are shooting in this game right now. Total 63% from 2. As we start off the fourth quarter. 63% from 2, and from 3 they're at 27.5%. Right to left on the floor, Jaylen Brown alongside Luke Kornet, Al Horford, Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard. Brown left it short, offensive rebound, couldn't come down with it. Tipped off the glass a couple times by Kornet, couldn't come down with it. Alvarado, the smallest player on the floor, picks up the defensive rebound for the Pelicans. Bounce pass over to Tice. Outside, Alvarado drives up to the free throw circle. Alvarado ball fake, drops it down underneath Zion. Zion working on Kornet 101. Zion underneath, sneaks his way around Kornet, backdoor, scores the layup, plus the foul. Allowing a dude that's only played 8 games this season to burn you. An absolute shame. The big boy just being a big boy like he was hyped up out of college. Free throw by Zion is good as well. 91-90. Celtics with possession. 9 turnovers tonight by Boston in this one. Points in the fast break being a major difference maker. 17-4 in favor of the Pelicans. It's good. Peyton Pritchard knocks down the triple. 93-91 right now. Big triple there by PP from the perimeter. Daniel Tice, top of the key, sends it over to the right wing to Javonte Green. Green slides it off to his left to CJ. CJ at the top of the free throw circle, guarded by Brown, 1-on-1. McCollum towards his left. McCollum jacks up the 3. Kornet laid off the switch, contested the 3, rattled out halfway down. Pritchard, nice find underneath foul. Luke Kornet shoves down with a 2-handed flush. That's more points in the fast break. That's only the 5th point of the game. Or 6 point off the game off the fast break. It's now 17-6 for the Pelicans off the fast break here. Zion attacks downhill to the rim. Zion gets another bucket as he soars up right past Luke Kornet for 2. 2-point game. Back and forth right now. Whenever these teams play on a Sunday, it always seems like it's close. Throw the records out the window. Zion Williamson, 14 points and 6 rebounds tonight. Jaylen Brown crosses midcourt. Jaylen at the top of the key. Jaylen moves it over to Kornet, top of the free throw circle, off to Jaylen. Bobbled it, got it back. Jaylen downhill, dump off, take it away. Stolen by Javonte Green. He read it perfectly there for a Pelicans 4 steal. At the left wing, it's Zion. Zion dribbles up, drives, bounce pass underneath. Daniel Tice scores. Backdoor with a layup. You don't see that too often, folks. Daniel Tice, a wraparound layup. What type of defense is that by the Celtics? Pritchard, a lot of dribbling around the perimeter. Pritchard, cross court off the Kornet. Hand off to Brown, top of the key, 8 on the timer. Defender fell down, kick out to the corner. Horford open 3, right down the middle. He's got it. Bang, bang for a Big Al Horford. 3-point game. Celtics bench points +9, 33-24. Zion at the elbow. Jumper. No good. Left off the rim. Rebound controlled by Hauser. Celtics with possession up by 3. Pritchard at the right wing. Guarded by Zion around the perimeter. Got the big boy in the switch here. Pritchard floats it up over the top. Luke Kornet couldn't finish. Tapped over to Horford. Offensive rebound. Corner 3. Pritchard off the mark. No good. Rebound secured by Tyson, the defensive glass. Pelicans with a possession. McCollum drives, attacks. McCollum got it. And one coming up here at the free throw line by CJ McCollum. It's a 1-point game, 98-97. A Fuka Choka. Just terrible. For those who bet on sports, make sure to take the Toronto Raptors and the points on Wednesday. The 8-31 Pelicans could beat the defending champions, the 27-11 Boston Celtics. They're the team that's playing like the 8-31 team. This Pelicans team, 3-2 in their last 5. The Boston Celtics, 1-2 in their last 3. Without Joker, they were having some issues. One free throw coming up as we come back from the timeouts. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I told my girlfriend this season not to get me any Patriot stuff for the remaining future. No Patriot stuff for the remaining future. I might text her and say exactly that about the Celtics right now, depending on how this game goes and depending on how Wednesday goes. The Phoenix Suns just hit rock bottom last week with their big 3. What the hell is going on tonight with the Celtics big 3? Jason Tatum, 28 points. Jason Tatum has combined for 11 turnovers in the last 2 games. He is shooting 2 for 10 from 3. 17 by Porzingis. He's been a bright spot recently since he's come back. He's got 9 rebounds. 12 points by Jaylen Brown. That's it tonight by him. And he's got 4 turnovers. What a mess. This is absolutely embarrassing. Like, my good friend that I'm going to work with tomorrow, he paid some big prices for that ticket tonight. And this is what the players treat the fans to right now? What the hell is that? This team ain't winning a chip. This team ain't going to be getting out of the first round if they keep on playing like this. Never mind, they might not even make it to the playoffs. They might make it to the play-in and get bounced. All that takes is for them to drop from number 2 to number 7. It's not that hard to do that. All that needs to happen is go on an 8-game losing streak, and all of a sudden you go all the way down from second, from being in a mix with the Pistons and the Hawks in the standings. All of a sudden you're taking on the Chicago Bulls in the play-in, and you can't get past them in the play-in. I mean, that's what it takes. This Celtics team looks like they're going to get upset by the Pistons in the first round. That's what it looks like. The 2019 Pistons are now 8-2 in their last 10, whereas the Celtics are a Fuka Choka, playing 5-5 basketball in their last 10. The Boston Celtics, in the last 2 weeks, rank 7th out of 15 teams in the East with their record. Last 10 games, Celtics are 5-5. There's 6 other teams that's better than them right now in the last 10 games record-wise. McCollum at the free throw line, and it bounced out. No good. Jaylen Brown, a battle for the rebound as it got tapped out of bounds off Javonte Green. This will be Celtics ball. June, thanks so much for joining in for the Philippines. Appreciate it here. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And what's a shame tonight by Joe Mazzola is 0 minutes by Neemias Queta. I mean, he's an energy man. He can get this crowd exploding. He's got 0 minutes tonight. Porzingis. What the hell was that? He turned it over. He had Holiday underneath the hoop, uncontested, wide open. Decided to play selfish basketball and not pass it to him. Jose Alvarado finishes the deal, and he knocks down the three. The New Orleans Pelicans win the race to 100 tonight, and they lead 198. Drew Holiday sends it down on top over to White. White at the right wing perimeter. White lobs over to Brown, free throw circle. Brown drives to McCollum. Brown underneath gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. I mean, Derek White's got to do something, or he's going to get traded straight up for Jonathan Kuminga. I mean, this is not good right now. 2 points tonight in 22 minutes by White. Jaylen Brown, 2 shots here coming up. First one's good. At home this season, started off 10-2 ever since they're 3-5. People pay big bucks to bet on these games. People pay big bucks for tickets for these games, especially in Boston. They ain't paying $5 tickets like they do out in Indiana to watch the Pacers play at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. They're paying a good $150 per ticket over there. They're paying $100 plus for a nosebleed seat, and they get treated to this tonight. Just absolutely a disgraceful act. Drive, kick out to the corner. Trey Murphy stumbled with a basketball, fell down. And is he out of bounds? Yes, he was. It's a turnover. Yeah, he was trying to take the timeout. Issue there, they're down to 2 timeouts left for the Pelicans, 3 timeouts for the Celtics. They saved that timeout right there. Celtics get the inbound. Holiday, White. Kristaps Porzingis. Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown. That's the 5 on the floor. White lobs it over to Porzingis. Blew the layup. Tipped off the cylinder. No good either, as Porzingis had 2 open chances and he missed them. Pelicans have the basketball. CJ, runner over White. Off the backroom, no good. Brown collects the defensive rebounds. Jaylen Brown at the right wing. Brown backs his way. Brown inside the key. Runner, got it to go. Good for 2. There you go. 102-100 right now. Why am I so negative? This is a get-right type of game. They're playing a team that's 8-31. They shouldn't be losing this game at all. Handoff around the perimeter. McCollum out to the top of the key. It's Yves Missy. Missy tries to bring along the double team. Pritchard picks up the reach and foul. This is all the truth right now. I call it how it is. The real deal here in the stream. Indeed, all that talent losing to a team that's 8-31 on their home floor is a 14.5-point favorite. It's terrible. Jason Tatum trying to get his guys pumped up right now. JT is feeling it. You got to play through JT playing downhill the rest of this game. Not play through JT taking contested threes. Play through JT playing downhill. He's been the go-to, 28 points. Over 60% from 2. But from 3-point range, he's 20% from the perimeter in this game tonight. Yves Missy at the elbow. Hand off to Trey Murphy. In a get-it-right type of game, it's only 2 points being decided right now. And Trey Murphy, before the shot, was fouled by Jaylen Brown. Yep, I want them to win every game. Of course, that's unrealistic, but playing right now down like they are, they played down on Friday, playing down today. There's obviously something completely wrong about this team, and it's lacking effort, it's lacking intensity, lacking defensive intensity especially. Trey Murphy at the top. DeJounte with a jumper at the elbow. No good off the mark. Tatum collects the defensive rebounds. Up the floor here to Holiday. Holiday dribbles, drives, downhill. Drew, up fake. Drew clobbered. He got it, baby. And the one coming up here at the free throw line. He is a game changer, a winner, game alterer. Drew Holiday, baby. And one coming up. There you go, Drew. He is hungry against his former team. Right here, right now. Get this man the basketball. He makes so many game-winning plays for Drew Holiday. He's only attempted 7 shots tonight. Playing downhill, though, he's 3 for 7 from the floor. But when he's made those twos, he's been efficient. Free throw is missed off the front rim by Drew. 4-point game currently. Celtics 13 for 15 at the line. Pelicans 15 for 19. Trey Murphy dribbles up, jump stop inside the key. Tough hook shot. He got it. Up and through with a right-hand finish. Gonna give it to him right there. That was a really, really tough shot that he just made for Trey Murphy. Holiday at the right wing. Lobs it over to Tatum here. Tatum backs his way, working his way on. DeJounte gets fouled, and he'll have 2 shots coming up. Jason Tatum gonna head to the free throw line to shoot 2 here, folks. 6:06 left to go. Gonna know how to shut down the door here if you're the Celtics. That's what you did all season long last year. 8 minutes remaining and under. You shut down the door. You blew him out by double digits. Want to do that right here, right now. Play hungry. Jason Tatum, once he checked back on the floor, he played hungry. Drew Holiday, he looks like he's hungry as well. You got to go through those 2 guys. Tatum tonight, he's been really good from 2. Hasn't been from 3. As long as Tatum can get to the rim, play downhill, get to the free throw line like he's doing right now, they're going to win this game. And he just made both free throws. Tatum tonight, perfect at the free throw line, 8 for 8. He's got 30. 106-102. This whole offense needs to run through JT. All about the defense as well. Going to stop Trey Murphy. Jaylen Brown doesn't even bother to contest. It's an open 3 by the sharpshooter, Trey Murphy. Jaylen Brown right now, he's a weak spot. Currently on the floor right now in this game. Got to get the ball to Tatum. It's all about Tatum now. Tatum at the left wing. Yeah, Jaylen just doesn't seem like he's in it right now. Tatum, one-on-one guarded by Murphy. He has that matchup. Got to take it to the rim. Tatum, top of the key. Tatum shaking big, guarded by Murphy. He draws the reach and foul. 106-105, 5:35 left to go. The Pelicans give a reach and follow there. Yeah, Tatum saw the opening off the crossover, and he went straight for it, but allowed Trey Murphy to pick up that reach in. Celtics are about to get the inbound. Derek White inbound over to Holiday. Holiday sends it over to Brown at the right wing. Brown's going to give something in this game. Bounce pass Holiday. Holiday low block. Bounce pass underneath Tatum. Got it to go. Up and in. Good for the buckets. There you go. JT efficient tonight. Cutting backdoor to the hoop. I believe Tuesday most likely will be my next one. Trey Murphy at the right wing. I think it's the Cavs against Pacers on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, Derek White's just been a non-factor tonight. DeJounte slides it over to Trey Murphy. Murphy, guarded by Holiday. Murphy, tough defense here by Drew. Jumper contested by Drew. Off the back rim, no good. White picks up the shooting foul, though, from behind. Oh, my goodness. Derek White, man, what are you doing? That is Drew Holiday's man. As Trey Murphy leans back into Derek White, and Derek White picks up a horrific shooting foul. Oh my goodness. That was a big brick right there. Drew Holiday, perfect defense, contesting out in front, and then Derek White from the back bumps into Trey Murphy, and Murphy hits the first free throw. That's a terrible foul. Derek White, second personal foul of the night. Luke Kornet's in big foul trouble with 5. Everybody else with 3 or fewer for the Celtics. Both of the free throws are good for Trey Murphy at the line. Foul trouble for the Pelicans. DeJounte Murray with 4. Everybody else with 3, 2, 1, or 0. Holiday, no good. Tip in there for 2 by Porzingis. Porzingis, double machine tonight. 19 and 11. For points and rebounds. It's 4th straight double-double against the Pelicans as New Orleans buries the 3 by DeJounte Murray. 110 even. DeJounte, a giant killer. Zion is on the floor currently. Derek White, not much at all tonight. Just like the last game, White will head to the free throw line as he targets McCollum on the leaner. Got the call on the foul. 2 free throws coming up here at the line for White. 4:25 left. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. This should not be that close. No Brandon Ingram and no Herb Jones, and the Pelicans giving the Celtics all they can handle tonight. Both of these teams in the bonus as well. Derek White just 2 points on 1 for 6 shooting. First free throw, got it. That is good, right down the middle. Daniel Tice checks in on the court currently. Pelicans shooting 49% from the floor for the number 29 offense and field goal shooting percentage tonight. Celtics at 44% right now. Second free throw here by Derek White. And he got it. So both of them are good. That helps out the cause. Only 4 now for DW tonight. It's all about finishing the job right now at this rate if you're the Celtics. Got to pick up a win and transfer the late momentum into the next game. If you got late momentum, great contest there by the Celtics defense down low as Tatum was in on it alongside Brown. Porzingis with an alter. Jaylen Brown at the low block. Jaylen moves it out to the wing off the Tatum. Tatum 1-on-1, 12 of the timer here. Tatum looking to see if he can play downhill to the rim. Crossover, drives on Murphy. Inside the key, Tatum. Fall away, low block, Tatum. Kiss off the glass, he scores. Open it off the backboard. Good for 2 for JT. That's what I'm talking about right there, baby. Jason Tatum, 34, efficient tonight for his 2-pointers. Zion drives on Porzingis, out of bounds. Last touched off of Boston, according to the refs. Wow. That clearly looked out of bounds by Zion Williamson, but no, the referee has rolled it out of bounds off of the Celtics. Huge call right there by the refs. This will stay Pelicans basketball. Pelicans looking for the inbound. Inbound to CJ outside to the top here. It is Tice over to the corner. DeJounte Murray working on Tatum. Gets past him at the left baseline. Murray drives in Porzingis. Circles out towards the right corner. Tough shot right baseline. It's a shot clock violation. Couldn't heave it up in time. Turnover by the Pelicans. Celtics will have it back. 3:27 left to go. What a game. Yeah, that was a horrific game against the Lakers. Inbound. Derek White. No. No! Derek White bobbles the inbound. And he turned it over. He just turned over the inbound. No. Derek White just turned over an easy inbound that he bobbled. Terrible. And Zion Williamson scores over Porzingis on the bucket. 114-112. 3:15 left to go. It ain't over till it's over. Derek White, top of the key. Sends it over to Tatum at the right wing off the pivot. Tatum bobbles, gathers up, takes the jumper, no good. Around the rim and out, Zion controls the defensive rebound. Chance to take the lead with a 3 here for the Pelicans. Zion guarded by Holiday. 1-on-1 around the perimeter. Zion dribbles up. Drives on Brown. Kick out to the corner. DeJounte Murray for the lead. Oh, he got fouled. It's going to be 3 shots coming up here at the free throw line by DeJounte Murray as he got fouled by Jason Tatum from 3. Oh my goodness. 3 free throws coming up. You gotta be freaking kidding me. We're gonna head to the timeout here with 2:47 left to go. Pelicans just spurred a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout remaining. Celtics with 2 timeouts. Embarrassing. I ain't joking right now about trading White for Jonathan Kuminga. Straight up. I ain't joking about that anymore. I know that Kuminga's injured, but I mean, he's getting better as a player individually. Like, they need more athletic dudes in this team either way that want it and are hungry. And What the hell is going on with Derek White? Three free throws coming back up by the Pelicans by DeJounte Murray after this timeout. DeJounte Murray tonight, 21 points. Trey Murphy with 30 on 10 for 15 shooting, 5 for 8 from the perimeter. DeJounte Murray, 6 for 9 from 3. They're 17 for 34 from three-point range. Absolutely embarrassing. This looks like the 2021 Celtics all over again that got bounced out in the first round against Brooklyn. This ain't we. This is all about I with this team right now. They ain't playing cohesive and together as a unit. I don't know what the hell has happened to Derek White recently. 3 points in the last game. Tonight he's got 4 in 27 minutes on 1 for 6 shooting. It's not one off day. He had 3 points in the last game. There's obviously something wrong. Like, this is back-to-back games in a row where Derek White's been a non-factor. Like, this is bad. This is going to be 3 free throws coming up here. Terrible, terrible foul by Tatum from the perimeter. Going to lead to 3 shots at the line by DeJounte Murray. Yeah, Porzingis has been really solid recently. DeJounte Murray. First free throw, right down the middle. Second free throw is good. This is the first game this season that DeJounte Murray, Trey Murphy, and Zion have played together. If I'm the Pelicans right now, I'm not tanking for Cooper Flag. I'm going right to the playoffs to see if you guys can upset the Houston Rockets or so, to see if you can get into the play-in and get the 7th seed. If you can get all the way up to the 8th seed into the play-in there and pull off an upset, then right on there for the Pelicans, because they got everybody right now. They don't have Brandon Ingram and Herb Jones, but still, what they're showing today, it can lead to a lot of future promise for success in the future. Tatum up on a roof shack. He soars up and throws it down with authority with a two-handed flush, baby. 36 points by Tatum right now. Zion blocked by Porzingis. Celtics got numbers 5 and 4. Zion on the defensive side of the floor. You gotta go. Tatum skip past the corner. White into the hands to Tatum. Now guarded by Tice 101. Down to 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Tatum looking for the exclamation point tonight here. Tatum 8 on the timer right now. Tatum at the top of the key. Crossover drives on his former teammate. No good. Missed the layup by Tatum. Tipped off the glass by Tice. And Zion rushed the pass. It's a turnover. Out of the fast break, couldn't connect with Trey Murphy as it sailed out of bounds. It will go back to Boston. This game's all about Jason Tatum right now from 2, and you got to take it down the home stretch here for your JT tonight. Derek White moves it out to the top. Porzingis pops up for the 3. No good. Around the rim and out. Murphy collects the defensive rebound. Gonna slow down the possession here for the Pelicans. 1.5 left to go. Zion Williamson handling the point, defended by Drew Holiday 1-on-1. Zion at the top here. Zion left open around the perimeter. Handoff to DeJounte. Jumper, 15-footer, skidded off the rim short. Tipped over to Tatum here. Tatum out of the pack, comes up with a long rebound. Tatum, no good, blew the layup, offensive rebound. Putback slam. Oh, baby, you the man. JT, you the man, as he shuts down the door with a second chance points there. Tatum doing it all himself right now at the rim. 3-point lead for Boston. Zion for the tie. Zion came off the rim short. White tips it over to Porzingis for the defensive rebound. Crowds right into it. 50 seconds left to go. Drew Holiday looking for the game ender right here, right now against his former team. Drew at the left wing. Drew, top of the key, guarded by Murphy. 10 in the timer. Bounce pass over to Tatum. Tatum's been a man down low. Skip pass, right corner. Jaylen Brown, corner three. He got clobbered. No call with the referees right there as Tatum got absolutely clobbered. 25 seconds left to go. Murphy, no good. White secures the defensive rebound. White up the head. Holiday, three, looking for the bang bang, and our foul picked up. Charge to the Pelicans in transition. Gonna send Derek White to the free throw line with 22 seconds left. Derek White to the free throw line. 22 seconds left to get themselves a 2-possession lead. Two big free throws coming up here by White. First one's good. Horford checks in. Big free throw right there to go up by 4. Big time. That's how you respond right there. Tough game by him, and hopefully in the next one, this man can get back on track because he's had a couple really tough games. Second shot here by White. Right down the middle. That's huge. It's 120. 120-115. My bad with the scoreboard right there. Reverted back to an old score. It does that via a glitch from time to time. 120-115 right now. Timeout on the floor by the Pelicans. Celtics lead by 5. It's 120-115. Celtics by 5. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Yeah, from time to time, the scoreboard for some reason glitches. It went back to 114, which was a few minutes ago. It glitched back to by accident, so it loses the current score. They have to refresh it for the update one. 38 by Jason Tatum. Big time today. Getting to the rim in this game. He had a tough game from 3, but when he got to the rim, man, he was just straight up attacking. And this is where this game lied all game long for Jason Tatum tonight. Pelicans gave it all they could handle in this one down the stretch. What a game. This is a major wake-up call for Boston. Major wake-up call. But that final couple minutes, how Jason Tatum exploded, that's what you're going to carry over to the next game, and hopefully it's going to be... I hope I can cover a stream wire to wire that this team plays a successful game just like they did on New Year's Eve, blowing out Toronto. I hope I get that stream very soon, because this is a major wake-up call for them. This one, I thought they were going to lose this one, honestly, and they would hit rock bottom. They're up by 5 right now. It still ain't over. 20 seconds left to go. DeJounte, hand off to Trey Murphy. No good off the rim. Put back is there by DeJounte Murray. This is interesting. 120-117. Inbound to Tatum. Tatum gets fouled. 13 seconds left. So Tatum's going to have a crack at a 40-piece tonight here, folks. He'll have 2 shots coming up at the line. Yeah, usually these games that the Celtics are playing close, they struggle to pick up wins. They've had some issues in the fourth quarter recently. They've played close games through 3 quarters, and they've had some issues closing it out in the fourth. First free throw was missed by Tatum. Missed that first free throw. This game is not over just yet. Celtics with 2 timeouts. Pelicans out of timeouts. Tatum. Second free throw. No good. He missed both of the free throws. Pelicans with a chance to tie with a 3. Up by 3. You might want to foul if you're the Celtics. White will give a foul. They're in the bonus. Pelicans will head to the free throw line with 6.6 seconds. Remember the saying by John Rothstein on CBS for college basketball, always foul up late by 3. Derek White, heads up play, just did it right there, right now on CJ McCollum. 6.6 seconds left to go. Pelicans will have free throws. Tatum missed both of the free throws, by the way. 67% this season by McCollum. First one's good. 120-118. This game ain't over yet. Porzingis checks back on the floor. Jrue Holiday checks out. Too close for comfort tonight. Holy smokes. Another game where the Celtics couldn't get the spread. McCollum, one more free throw here at the line. Got it. 120-119, 6.6 seconds remaining. And the Celtics will take a timeout. Take a timeout. There's been some issues in this game with bobbled inbounds. This game ain't over until it's over. We'll see what happens coming up after this timeout. The Celtics have had some issues tonight. You know one thing. Jose Alvarado, as scrappy as a defender that he will be, he's going to be in the midst of it coming up here. Jason Tatum, 38 points tonight. Porzingis been low-key solid. He's got 19 and 11. His fourth straight double-double against the Pelicans for him. Jaylen Brown only 16 today, 11 each by Horford and Pritchard off the bench. Derek White, tough game for him once again tonight, 6 points. Jrue Holiday's got 8. Trey Murphy with 30 for the Pelicans, 26 by DeJounte Murray. Those two guys have combined for 11 made threes, 11 for 19 from the perimeter. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 120-119. Celtics by 1, 6.6 seconds left to go. Derek White, near side front court, guarded by Zion Williamson. White will be the inbound passer with 6.6 seconds remaining. White, Tatum, Pritchard, Porzingis, and Brown. That's the 5 on the floor. White, he's got to get it off. You got to get it off here, and the Celtics did have a timeout. And, 5-second violation. Celtics just got called under the Fuka Choka, a 5-second violation. Derek White, you got to take the timeout, man. Joe Mazzulla, you got to take a timeout. 5-second violation for the Boston Celtics. If you guys are the Pelicans money line, it ain't over till it's over. A Fuka Choka. Embarrassing. 5-second violation. Couldn't get the basketball in on time. And you get a timeout as well, and you ain't burning one. Disgusting. The Pelicans in their backcourt about to get the inbound after the 5-second violation. DeJounte inbound to McCollum. McCollum drive at the buzzer. No good. He missed it off the glass, and it's over. The Celtics survive. 120-119. Off the glass, rattled around the rim at the buzzer, and out. As CJ McCollum, by the thinnest of margins, couldn't make it, and this game is over. The runner, just a tad too strong off the glass, and this game is finished. Unbelievable finish to this game. A major wake-up call tonight for the Boston Celtics. Major wake-up call. Just survived by 1 point in a home game against an 8-32 team that they were favorited by 14.5 points for Boston. So lucky. You remember Zion Williamson in the NCAA tournament for Duke. The second round game and the third round game against UCF and Virginia Tech. That looked like that all over again. Reminiscent of Duke versus UCF, Zion versus Taco back in 2019. The final play where UCF was just a tad too strong off the glass for the game winner. Reminiscent of Duke versus Virginia Tech in the Sweet 16 with a putback chance to win that Virginia Tech couldn't get. CJ McCollum with a runner inside the key over Porzingis just missed a tad too strong off the glass and out. Unbelievable game. But for the Celtics here, I mean, major wake-up call. major wake-up call. There was an inbound violation charged to Derek White. They had a timeout remaining that they didn't take. There was an inbound earlier on, I believe the third quarter, that Derek White bobbled and lost it out of bounds. They need a bunch of improvements. They're nowhere close to the Cavs and the Thunder right now. A bunch of improvement. If they lost that game, they would have been 7.5 games behind Cleveland. Hopefully this gives the Celtics here a wake-up call, and they can stop it with this coasting stuff and start to go back to how they were playing constant, consistent basketball as a team. How they started off the beginning of the season, playing together as a unit. It was a lot of I in this game and not we. Playing a lot of hero ball out there. Jason Tatum had a spectacular scoring game tonight. He had 38 points, but he did shoot the ball from 20% from the perimeter in this game for Tatum. He went 14 for 30 from the floor. He went 12 for 20 from 2. He had a good game from 2. He was explosive at the rim tonight for Tatum. This game's way too close for comfort. He had a double-double. Every single ounce of Jason Tatum got him at the rim in this game. 38 points, 11 rebounds. Porzingis tonight, 19 points, 11 rebounds. But needing much more out of a backcourt for the Celtics. A major wake-up call. Jaylen Brown with only 16. And hopefully, got my fingers crossed here that Derek White can find his shot coming up very, very soon. Hopefully on Wednesday he can find his shot, because it's been a couple tough games for Derek White recently, and I feel for him, man. I want him here to stay in the Celtics because of his just key defense that he has. Just really, really good role player that doesn't complain or anything. He's just right now in a really bad slump for him, and I hope that he's able to figure it out real soon, because I love him as a player. I really don't want him to get traded, but he's had a couple tough games, and tonight, couple really just bad mistakes for him off inbounds and stuff like that he knows that he's going to be better, but he just hasn't been able to bounce back. Drew Holiday tonight, just 8 points for him. For Holiday, just tough game, and Pritchard only 11 for him. He's come crash back down to earth for Pritchard. He hasn't gone off like he recently has been for the 16-point per game score. So I really hope that this backcourt of guys can start to find their rhythm, find their shots, and knock down their shots coming up, because just hasn't been there. Sam Hauser only 3 tonight. Only attempted 2 shots. It looks like Sam Hauser might get traded for him. He has got lost out of the rotation right now for him. Out of all guys that's going to get traded, it's probably going to be Sam Hauser. He only played 9 minutes tonight. Like, he's not even in the rotation anymore for him. Luke Kornet, he's been a major plus 13. If I'm Joe Mazzulla, I'm playing Luke Kornet more, because he's a factor in the offensive glass. He leads the second chance opportunities. Luke Kornet tonight, plus 13, leading the way. 8 points, 7 rebounds, an assist in 14 minutes for him. The issue for him is that he picked up 5 personal fouls for him, but I'm thinking coming forward, getting Kornet some more minutes. They needed 36 minutes out of Jason Tatum in this one today to get things done. Horford played 23. Like, those minutes should be slightly more between Horford and Kornet in terms of splits, in my opinion. Hoping that they can really figure it out together soon. Tonight they were good on the glass, 55-42. So that was a plus compared to the last game. Offensive rebounds, 8-6. But everybody's catching up from them, defending the perimeter. Celtics haven't had a good perimeter shooting game in quite a bit of time for them. 54-40 points in the paint tonight in favor of Boston. They haven't had a wire-to-wire, really just excellent win for them, that they've done everything well since that Houston game. Based on the other teams they played. They lost against OKC a week ago. They played down to a Nuggets team that was back and forth, and then they eventually won by 12 in that one, which the final 6 minutes was excellent. Lost the last game against Sacramento on 3 days of rest. And then tonight, able to squeak this one out against an 8-32 Pelicans squad tonight. I'm hoping they can get back to their defensive form. It starts off with their defense. That's how they crushed the Rockets 9 days ago. They took it to Houston that was the last game that I was like, man, it's just so enjoyable to see the Celtics team play together like this as a unit. Smash mount defense, contesting every single shot on the floor, hitting their threes, the defense leading to offense, things looking real good. All starters in double figures, everybody making an impact. Peyton Pritchard, big game off the bench, shooting the three ball. That game against Houston was awesome 9 days ago, but they got to figure out, and it starts with their defense, how to get to that level once again, because of course it's in their DNA to do it. It's just playing down to the competition. It starts off with defense. They're just not connected defensively together. And hopefully here they can start to become connected defensively as a unit. Right now it's just not there, unfortunately. It's lapses each and every single game. I'm hoping to be back live on Tuesday. I believe it's the Cavs and the Pacers on Tuesday night. Feel free to join in. Also hoping to be back live on the Wednesday covering the Celtics against the Raptors in the next game. And fingers crossed, I hope it's just a complete vice versa from this one. 110 plus improvement for percentage-wise compared to this game, because, man, they're lucky to squeak this one out tonight. Really, really lucky for them. Man, this would have been terrible if McCollum made that shot at the buzzer. It would have been terrible for the Celtics. That would have been devastating. That's the difference between a season that could derail your season, like a crushing defeat like that against a team with single-digit wins. This more so, you escaped with a 1-point win. Tonight, it's a reality check. This is an absolute reality check for the Celtics. You picked up a win. It's a 1-point win. Absolute reality check for this team. And you're going to take on the next team that has an identical record to what the Pelicans have. The Pelicans Raptors came in at 8-31, tied for 28th in the NBA, only in front of the Wizards, who's the worst team in the league. And this is a complete reality check for the Celtics team. The last game against Sacramento, in this game, they gotta just, they got time to get this together, figure it out, get better as a unit, but it's going to have to start on the defensive side of the floor. And that's where it really starts on this one. And also, floor spacing for them. Playing downhill, getting to the rim. There were multiple times they had numbers opportunity breaks, and they went for the 3 instead of the 2 on a fast break on numbers transition. So a lot that they got to do to catch up to the Cavs and the Thunder. Hopefully it's just they're coasting right now and that they're playing like 20% of what they're capable of doing. That's what I hope it is for the Celtics, and hopefully they could show me and prove to all of us that the real Celtics, the defending champions, are back, and they got a lot that they're going to have to improve upon coming into their next matchup and beyond. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part of the stream. I'm hoping to be back live on Tuesday night, next stream for the Cavs against the Pacers. Feel free to join in for that one. Next Celtics stream will be on Wednesday night. I'm hoping to be live for the Celtics against Raptors next Wednesday. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream. My apologies about the frustration and stuff like that. I'm just a passionate Celtics fan here on the channel. I really want my team to do well. It's really, really frustrating when they're playing down to the competition like this. This was a frustrating one to call, and I hope that it can be enjoyable to call very, very soon, like how they played that game against the Rockets from 9 days ago. I hope that we can have a game very soon that is as enjoyable as that one on the call. Hopefully very soon, just like that one was. Thanks all for joining in. We're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Bradley, Ward, Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Naja Player, Asia, Ice Baby, Katie, Ogie, SGA Sports Talk, Lonely Satellite, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, and Mark. Thanks all for joining in, everybody. Tonight, the Celtics win by the thinnest of margins. Very lucky for Bleed Green Boston here tonight, winning 120-119 over the Pelicans. Thanks all for joining in, everybody, and see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night.